This is not just a wedding photography website. This one project can teach you a real website skill. So in this tutorial, we're going to build a modern wedding photography website from scratch using WordPress and Elementor. Step by step, beginner friendly and using free tools. And yes, if you are a photographer, you can use this skill to build your own website without hiring any developer. And this video is also for beginners, freelancers, also designers. Because while we build this website, you will also learn this website skill and you will be able to use it for different kinds of websites. So later you can use the same skill to build for local businesses, clinics, service businesses, and any other niches. These days, people think they can just give one prompt and get a website. And yes, sometimes they can use something that looks okay at first. But in real life, business owners need something that looks more than okay. They need a website they can upgrade later with themselves. They need to change text, replace images, update portfolio, change the contact information, update the sections, fix sections, and manage the website without any headache. This is why in this tutorial, we're gonna build this website in a very practical way. So it looks modern, works perfectly, mobile responsive, and you can edit it later. We will build all of the key pages a wedding photography website needs. We will create a beautiful home page, a portfolio page, a single portfolio detail page, about page, pricing page, and more. We will also add a WhatsApp chat so the visitors can contact the photographer later. By the end of this video, you will not only learn how to make a wedding photography website, you'll also learn how to make websites with WordPress and Elementor. By the way, my name is Zanatul Firdaus. I'm a web designer here at Fahad Digital. So, what I'm teaching you today is not just YouTube theory. This is what we do in real projects. Alright, I have structured this whole video in 4 simple parts. First, we will get a domain name and web hosting. Then, we will install WordPress. Next, we will install and set up a free page builder. And finally, we will make our wedding photography website step by step and make everything work perfectly. Alright, let us start with step number 1, which is getting your domain name and web hosting. So first of all, what is a domain name? A domain name is simply your website address. Like Facebook has facebook.com, Amazon has amazon.com, and we have jimfahaddigital.com. Same way, your website will also need an address like your website name.com. And what is web hosting? A web hosting is the storage space for your website. All your images, text, pages, everything is stored inside this hosting. And because it's your own hosting, you don't have weird limitations. You can run ads, upload anything, install any theme or plugin you want. You're basically in full control. Now, how to get your own web hosting with a free domain name? So first, click on the very first link on the description below this video. Or what you can do is just type jimfahaddigital.com/besthost. And this will take you to a special discounted Hostingers page. So why Hostinger? Because honestly, for WordPress beginners to advanced users, Hostinger is one of the best combination of price, speed, easy dashboard. And it's not just me saying it. Check the Trustpilot reviews too. People talk a lot about the excellent speed, pricing, security, and support. Now from here, you can change the language you want. Maybe you speak Spanish, or you speak Portuguese, or Hindi. You can select your language from here. One important thing, this page changes quite often. So if this banner or layout looks different, don't panic. It's the same hosting, same steps, just update a design. Now scroll down. You'll see the plans here. Sometimes you'll see 3 plans, sometimes 4. Now if you're just starting, you'll usually choose premium or business plan. But if you ask me, I personally recommend the business plus AI plan. Why? Because the price is usually very close, but the value jump is huge. In premium plan, you can create up to 3 websites, but with business plus AI plan, you can create up to 50 websites. And that matters because today you build a portfolio, tomorrow a business site, next week an e-commerce site. You don't want to buy hosting again and again. With this business plan, you can build up to 50 websites inside one plan. Super convenient. Let me simplify these features of what you actually get and why should you care. First, you get a free domain for 1 year. So you don't pay extra 10 to 20 bucks for your businessname.com right away. Second, you get free SSL, that little secure lock on all of your sites. Google and visitors both like that. Feels really secure. Another feature I really like in this business plan is Cody AI. Hostinger's own built-in AI. You don't have to use it, but if you do, it can help you to create a full website using simple prompts and commands within WordPress dashboard. We have a dedicated tutorial on Cody AI, so I'll link it, you can check it out. Then you get 50 GB NVMe storage plus CDN, meaning your site feels blazing faster and smoother. Then you get daily backups. I really love this because if anything ever breaks, wrong plugin, wrong update, you can roll back fast. Now let's select a plan. And listen, choose based on your budget and need. If you're tight on budget, premium is fine and you can upgrade later. But I personally like Business Plus AI, so I'll click on choose plan. Alright, now we are on the cart page. Here you can choose the hosting period, 48 months, which is 4 years, 24 months, 12 months, 1 month. I don't recommend this 1 month option because it is $13.99 per month. It's usually the most expensive. Instead, you can go for 12, 24 or 48 months. Now, if you ask me, the 48 month is the best deal. For the first 4 years, you only pay $2.99 per month, saving you around $768. Even if the price increases in coming years, you're locked in for 4 years. If you prefer starting smaller, you can choose the 12 months plan, which costs only $3.99 per month for the first year. Just remember, the longer the initial term, the bigger the discount. If you can afford it, I'll highly recommend the 48-month plan. But wait, there's more. Click on Have a Coupon Code and enter my special code JFD10. Once you apply it, you'll get a 10% discount. Now we have applied the coupon code. As we have applied the coupon code, the 48 months plan drops to $2.69 per month and the 12 months plan becomes $3.59 per month. Can you believe we're getting super fast web hosting with a free domain name for an entire year for just $43.09? What an amazing deal, right? Especially when you can create up to 50 websites. Just a quick note, you might see slightly different prices depending on the day you're watching this video because Hostinger promotions change often. But once you apply my code at JFD10, you'll always see the extra 10% discount instantly. For this tutorial, I'm selecting the 12 months plan. For now, skip all of these domain options here. We'll do the domain step properly in the next scenes. So let's click on continue. Now create your Hostinger's account. Put your email address here. Make sure to put your best email address because later all of the verification code will be sent on this email. Now let's put a very strong password here. Click on register. You can fill up these with your information like your name, country, phone number, and details. Then click on continue. Now you can see you can pay with your credit card, then PayPal, Google Pay, or you can use cryptocurrency. Also, you may see more different local payment option based on your country. So I'm just putting my card information over here. And then click on submit payment. Here it takes us to the onboarding. I just want to leave it for the moment because Hostinger changes onboarding quite often. I want to show you everything from the Hostinger panel so you won't feel lost even the onboarding interface changes. So close this onboarding by clicking on here and now click on leave. So this is the Hostinger admin panel. Now I'm going to do 3 things. First, verify my email. Second, claim my free domain name. Third, install WordPress. So to verify my email, go to my email inbox. Open this mail, click on verify email. And it's done. Just remember, verifying email is very important, so don't forget to do it. Alright, now let's claim our free domain name. From this Hosting Us admin panel, click on Domains. Now click on Claim Domain. First select this .com website address. Because .com website looks much more professional and legit, but you can select any extension you want. Here you need to put your desired domain name. You can put your name or your business name. It would be your website address. So take a moment, think about it, then put the domain name over here. I'm typing here, Real Toots. And we already have selected this .com. Now click on Check Availability. As it says, the domain is available. Awesome. Now click on Claim Domain. Now we need to fill up some details for my domain name. So here I'm selecting my country and I'm selecting this personal. Now click on Next Step. So here you need to put out your contact details. I'm quickly putting out my contact details over here. Now click on Finish Registration. Just wait a little. So we have successfully completed our domain registration. Now click on Continue. It's asking to buy a hosting plan, but we already have purchased it. So click on Skip. Now again, verifying email is the most important thing to complete our domain registration. So go to your email inbox, open this mail and click on Verify Email. Now it's verified. Let's go back to home. We're almost done. Now let's install WordPress. So click on Websites and we can click on Start Over. It takes us to the onboarding. It's asking who is this website for. You can select myself or my business and click on Next. Then it's asking, do you want to create or migrate a website? As we are going to make a brand new website, I'm selecting Create a Website. But let's say you already have a website hosted somewhere else and now you want better speed or performance and you want to migrate to Hostinger. We have a separate tutorial on how to migrate to Hostinger from another hosting provider. I'll put the video link in the description. You can watch that. But here we are creating a new website. So let's select Create a Website and click on Next. Let's select WordPress from here. Click on Next. Let's create a free WordPress account from here. I'm giving my email address and a strong password. Then click on Next. Click on Create a Blank Site. Select the domain we have just claimed and click on Next. It's asking where is your target audience located. Now think about the people you want to reach. Where are they located? If they're in Europe, you can choose France or United Kingdom. If they're in United States, select one of the US options. For this tutorial, I'll choose this United States. Don't worry too much about it. Select the nearest one of your website visitors and click Next. This might take a few minutes. Wait a little bit. Don't close the browser. So we have successfully installed WordPress. Sometimes it might land you in the wrong directory. Even it's the right directory, always start from this. Go back to the Hosting Us admin panel. Even if you're lost, just go to the hostingus.com again. Log in from here. Click on this Websites. Beside your domain name, click on Dashboard. It may look overwhelming, but it's super easy. Just click on this WordPress overview. Always make sure this force HTTPS is enabled to make sure our website is super secure. Then click on WordPress Admin. It will redirect us within our brand new WordPress admin panel. So we are on our WordPress dashboard. As you can see in the left side of the dashboard, there are many options like post, media, pages, comments, appearances, plugins, and many more. I am gonna make you familiar with all of these options. But first of all, as you can notice, the dashboard of our WordPress looks a little bit of messy. So we don't need these pop-up options and widgets. So let's clean up the space first. First of all, let's close this pop-up option. We don't need these widgets as well, so let's close this. Or what you can do is go over the screen options and deselect all of these one by one. Now close this. As you can see, we have cleaned our dashboard. Now this looks much more cleaner and organized. But we need to clean some other space as well. So let's go to this plugin option. As you can see in the plugin options, there are some default plugins. So you might be wondering, what is a plugin? A plugin is actually the extra add-on and extra features which enhances your functionality with WordPress. So we're definitely going to be using plugins, but not these specific ones. So what I'm going to do is select all of these, go over this bulk action, select deactivate. Now click on apply. As you can see, all of these plugins are deactivated. Now select all of these again, go over this bulk actions, and right now select delete and click on apply. Now just taking a small confirmation from you, just select OK. As you can see, all the unnecessary plugins are being uninstalled. So we have cleaned our plugin space. Now let me show you some basic settings, like how can you change your username, password in this WordPress. So if you hover over this user options and click on this profile, from here, first of all, you can see the administration color scheme options. From here, if you select any of this theme, it is actually changing the whole color panel of the WordPress dashboard. But I will select this default because only you can see this changes. No one who visits your website can't see this change. Now scroll down. From here, you will find a lot of options. In this language option, if you go over the site default, you will find there are lots of languages. You can choose any language you're comfortable in. I'm just choosing the site default, which is basically English. Now if you scroll down, you will find the options called username, first name, last name. You can give your username over here. You can give your first name. Also, you can give your last name over here. Now you can also put your nickname over here. So I'm not going to be changing this. Now there is an important option, which is the display name publicly as. If you go over here, you will see there are different variations. I'm going to choose one of those. So this option is really important because this name is going to be shown in all of your blog posts as an author name. Now scroll down. From here, you can actually add a picture to your WordPress. Also, from this account management, you can set up a new password just by clicking on Set New Password. As you can see, it is already suggesting a strong password, but it is really random, so I'm going to change it. As you can see, after putting the password, it is saying strong. Now scroll down. From here, if you just select this update profile, it has updated all of the changes you made right now. Now let me show you some general settings. So let's hover over this setting option and go over this general. In the general settings, you can actually give a site title to your website, also tagline and many more things. In the site title, we can actually give a title to our website. So I'm going to make the title Moments. Okay, now in the tagline, I will highly recommend you to do some research on the tagline you're going to be putting in, because this tagline will help you to rank better on the search engines. So let's give the title Wedding Photography. Okay, perfect. Now if you scroll down, from here, you will see a lot of options. In here, you will find the site language option. If you go over here, you will find there are lots of languages. You can choose any language you're comfortable in. I'm just going to choose the English. Okay, now there are options like the time zone, date format, time format, and you can actually choose this according to your country and convenience. Now let's click on Save Changes. As you can see, we have just saved all of the changes we made right now. Now let me show you our important settings. So as you're in the setting, go over this permalink and click on it. In here in the permalink structure, you can see it is selected as day and name, but I will highly recommend you to select the post name options. So there is a reason why I'm choosing the post name. Let me show you the difference. As you can see, there are two structures. One is plain and other one is post name. So as you can see in the plain structure, the website address looks like www.yourwebsite.com/some random characters. But in the post name structure, you can see the structure like yourwebsite.com/about us, which looks quite good and professional. So that's why we're going to be choosing the post name structure. Now let's go back to our WordPress. Now from here, if you scroll down and click on Save Changes, it saved all of the changes. Now let me introduce you some basic terms of a website. So there are two parts of a website. One is the dashboard or the backend of your website, which is this basically. Whatever we do in the backend of your website, anyone can't see it except then you. There is another part of a website which is the front end of your website. So that is the part basically everyone gonna be seeing. So if you want to see your website front end, all you have to do is go over this Moments option, right click on it, and let's open it in a new tab. As you can see, it has opened our website front end here. As we didn't change anything or design anything in our website, it is looking like this. So this is the front end. So you can change the look and feel of your website by just changing the theme. Let me show you how. Let's go back to our WordPress. From here, if you hover over this appearance option and select this themes, you will see there are different themes. One is 2025, 2024, other one is 2023. So as you can see, the 2025 theme is activated right now. But if we choose this 2024 theme and click on activate, this 2024 theme is activated. Now if we go back to our front end of our website and reload this site, as you can see, the whole theme changed the look and the feel of our website. Now let's go back to our WordPress. So in this theme option, there are not only 3 themes, but you can actually add new themes. If you just go over this add theme options, or if you just click on add theme, it will take you here where there are lots of themes available and these are all free. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to be using the Hello Elementor theme. So in the search themes option, if you search for Hello Elementor, you will see this is the Hello Elementor theme. Now, if you want to install it, just click on install and this theme is installed. Now click on activate. As you can see, the Hello Elementor theme is activated right now. If we go back to our front end, reload this site, we can see it has fully changed the look and feel of our website. But you might notice this looks quite plain and designless. So there is a reason why I choose this plain theme. I'm gonna be designing my website by a strong website builder like Elementor. So I'm gonna be doing my own designs. So that's why I choose this plain theme. So now let's go back to our WordPress. As I said, I'm going to be using the Elementor's page builder to make my website. The best part is I'm going to be using the free version of it. You can also use the pro version of it if you want. But if you want to get the free version, all you have to do is take a new tab. And from here, search for Fahad Digital. So this is the Fahad Digital website. I'm gonna put the link of this website in the description below. So if you go over there and click on it, you will get this website. So from this website, there are important links. And from here, you can find the important links. So to get the Elementor free version, all you have to do is click on this Get Elementor Free account. The link will take you to this website. So this is the Elementor Page Builder's website. If you scroll down, you will find the pro version plans of here. There are different plans like Essential, Advanced, Solo, Advanced, Expert. So this website might look a little bit of different because they frequently change the interface of their website. So don't worry. All you have to do to get the free version, just click on this login option. It has taken you to the sign in to Elementor's option. As we don't have any account, what I'm gonna do is click on create an account. From here, we can create an account with Google, Facebook, Apple, or what we can do is go with email. So today I'm gonna create the account with email. So click on continue with your email. From here, if you put out your email and password and click on create my account, it's gonna create your account. So let me put my email and password. Now click on create my account. As you can see, it has taken us to the dashboard of Elementor Page Builder. As you can see, it is looking like this. Right now, we don't need to mess with these right now. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. From here, as we'll be building our website with the Elementor's Page Builder, we're going to be needing the plugin Elementor. So if you go inside this plugin option, from this plugins option, let's just delete this pop-up. And to add a new plugin, just click on this add plugin. From here, if you go over the search plugin and search for Elementor, you will find this Elementor website builder plugin. All you have to do is click on this install now. And it's being installed. Now click on activate. As you can see, after activating it, it has bring us to the Elementor plugin dashboard. So we're not going to be messing with these right now. Let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. Now let me show you how can you create a website page. So if you go over this pages option right here, click on it. From here, you can see there's some default pages. So we're not going to be needing this. So let's select all of this. Go over this bulk actions, select this move to trash and click on apply. Now, as you can see, it has cleaned up all the unnecessary pages. To create a new page, all you have to do is click on add page. As you can see, it has bring us to right here. So we can give a title to this page. I'm going to name my page Home. Okay, perfect. Now from here, if you just click on publish, again click on publish, it's being published right now. So if we go back to our WordPress, from here, if we visit site, it means let's go to our front end of our website, reload this page. You can see we can't actually see our home written in the page. So there is a reason for it. For default settings, the front end of our website always shows the blog post. As we don't have any blog post, it is not showing anything. So for fixing this, go back to our WordPress dashboard. In this setting option, go inside this reading. And from here, your home page displays. Select this a static page. And from this home page option, go over this select and select this home. Now, if you click on save changes and go to the front end of our website, reload this page, you can see it is showing the home we have written. Now let's start designing our website. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. From here, go to this pages option and go inside this home. To edit it with the Elementor's Page Builder, all you have to do is click on this edit with Elementor. As you can see, it has bring us to the Elementor's Page Builder. It is showing a small notification over here. All you gotta do is click on this cross. Okay, this is the Elementor's Page Builder. As you can see, there's some default text, all of these right here. As we don't need this right now, just go over this page settings. And if you scroll down, you can find the page layout. Go inside this default and select Elementor Canvas. As you can see, it has given us a clear page. On the left side of the Elementor's Page Builder, you can see there are many widgets like container, grid, heading, image, text editor, and a lot more. If you scroll down, you can find many more widgets, but these are pro versions. So we're going to be using the free version of it. Now, here is the thing. The Elementor version I'm using in this video is 3.33.6, but Elementor updated the version to 4.0.1 and you installed that version. But the thing is, the new version is not stable because it's just launched. So in this tutorial, I'm using the old and stable version of Elementor. To follow this video perfectly, you should also use the same version as mine. So I'm going to quickly show you how to roll back to the old version of Elementor easily. So click on this Elementor logo and over here click on exit to WordPress. Now over here click on WordPress logo. In here you'll find this Elementor. Over this Elementor hover and you'll find this editor. Hover over this editor and you'll find tools. Just click on it. Now from here go to version control. Over here, you'll find this rollback version. If you go inside this, you'll find all of the versions of the Elementor. From here, just go over here and over here, just select this 3.33.6. Okay, now click on reinstall and select continue. And now over here, just click on save changes. So it has saved the changes. Now close this tab. Go inside this dashboard. Now if you go inside this pages, inside our pages, over here you'll find our home page. Just click on edit with Elementor. So now this is our old good Elementor. Once you design the site following me, after that you can update the Elementor to the new version and it will be perfectly fine. Alright, now let's move ahead. Now if you want to take a container inside this page, you can do it in different ways. You can just click on this plus icon. From here, if you select this flex box and select a structure, it has given you a whole new container. Or what you can do is go over this plus icon. From here, you can drag any widget you want. So we want to take a container, drag this container and drop it right inside this. As you can see, it has bring us a new container. So let me show you another thing. If you go over here and click on this structure, you can see this structure is showing what is going on this page. So as we have taken a container inside this page, it is showing a container. Now if we see on the left side, it is showing many options. From here you can see it is showing the content width option. If you just select it full width, so let's go to the style tab. From here, you can give actually a background color. So from here in this background type, if you click on classic and from this color option, if you go over this color panel, as you can see, it is showing the whole color panel to you. You can choose any color from here. As you're seeing, I'm dragging this knob to anywhere and it is giving me the exact color. Or what you can do is give an exact color code over here. So I'm going to choose a light blue color. So yeah, that's the color I want. Now go back. Now if you go to this layout option, you can see how we can change our width and min height. In this width option, if you just drag this knob, you can see it is actually changing the width of this container. Isn't it great? Now let's keep it 100%. And in this min height option, you can control the height of this container. So if you drag this knob to right, it is increasing the height, and if you drag it to left, it is decreasing. So let's keep it this. Okay. Let's add a heading inside this container. So if you go over this plus icon, and from here, as you can see, this is the heading widget. If we just drag this heading widget into this, it has added a heading over here. So if we just triple click on it, you can change the heading from here. Or what you can do is go over this title option and from here you can change the heading. So I'm just gonna write my name. Okay, as you can see, I've changed the text. Now if we go to the style tab, you can actually control the font size and many more things of this heading. So here you can see the option called alignment. You can align your text to center, right, left. I'm just going to keep it center. Now if we go inside this typography, click on this pencil icon, you can see it is showing a whole new options. From this family option, if you go over this, you can see there are many font options. You can choose any font from here. So I'm gonna choose my favorite font, Honest. Okay. Now from the size option, you can increase the size by dragging this knob, or you can decrease it by dragging it. Or what you can do is put your exact value over here. So let's put 60. Now in this weight option, you can choose the boldness of your text. So if you choose 100% thin, it is giving you a thin text. Or if you choose 900 black, it is actually making it very bold. So the higher number you choose, the bolder it becomes. I'm gonna choose 200 extra light. Okay, better. Now from here, you can see there are options called transform. In this transform option, if you go over here, you can see there are options called uppercase, lowercase, capitalize, and normal. So you can change the style of this. You can change it to any transform. So I'm just gonna keep it uppercase. Okay. Now in the style option, if you go over here, you can actually make it italic, or you can make it actually oblique. So I'm just gonna make it normal. Okay. In this decoration option, if you go over this, you can actually underline this text, or overline, or line though, or what you can do is keep it none. Now in this line height option, you can add a height after this text. So if you just drag this knob, as you can see, the more we are increasing this text, it is giving a height to this text, or the editor actually. So let's keep it 100. Or what you can do is make the value what you exactly want. So let's put it 150. Okay, perfect. In the letter spacing, you can actually put space between the letters. So if we just drag this letter spacing, it is increasing the space. And if we drag it to the left, it is decreasing. Or what you can do is put an exact value over here. Now in the word spacing option, if we drag it, it is making the space more visible and it is increasing the space. And if we drag it to the left, it is decreasing. Okay, let's keep it this way. Perfect. Now let's close this typography. Now there is an option called text color. If you go inside this color panel, you can change the color of this text. As you can see, as I'm dragging this knob, it is changing the color. So I'm just choosing it black. Okay, now I want to add a text editor after this heading. So all I have to do is go over this plus icon, drag this text editor and drop it right after this. As you can see, it has added this text editor over here. From this area, you can change the text editor text, or what you can do is triple click on it. So I'm not going to change the text right now. So if we go to the style tab, you can see it is almost exactly same as the heading options. So you can make it align to center. Also from this typography, if you go to this pencil icon, you can change the font, size, weight of this text editor. So let's make it Roboto Flex text and let's make the size 16 pixels. Okay, and the weight 500. Okay, now let's close this text editor. Now I want to add a button after this text editor. So let's go with this plus icon. As you can see, if we scroll down, you will see this button widget. If we just drag it and drop it right after this text editor, it has added a button over here. On this button, if you go over this text option, you can change the text from here. So let's put it no more. Okay, and from this link area, if you want to put a link over here, you can put out a link. So every time a person in your website click on this no more button, they will directly go to the link you have put it in. So I'm just keeping it blank. Also in this icon option, if you go over this icon library, you can find there are lots of icons you can add beside your button. Now if you go to the style tab, you can actually make the position of your button to center, right, or left. So I'm just gonna make it center. As I've put it out my own name, so let's change the text heading from here. So if you just click on this text heading, and in this content, let's change the heading to Best Web Developer. Okay, now let's select this button again. Now in the style tab of this button, if we go inside this typography, you can see you can also change the font size, weight, line height, letter spacing for your button letters. So let's make it RobotoFlex. Okay, now let's close this. From here, you can actually give a background type, which is a background color to your button. So from this color option, if you go over here, you can put out any color code. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit of bluish color. So if we just go over here, yes, I'm gonna choose this color. Okay, now let's close this. As you can see, there is an option called border radius in here. If we put out any radius like 50 pixels, it has rounded the edges of this button. Isn't it amazing? Now if we close this tab, you can see this is the container we have created, Jannatul Firdaus, Best Web Developer, and a button over here. Now let's close this. Let me remind you one thing. This video is gonna be hours long, so if you have that much of time, please spend it with me and I'm gonna teach you a lot about website making. But if you don't have that much of time and you're busy, but you still want the website I'm gonna making today, all you can do is go over this plus icon, search for KitPapa. As you can see, we are in the KitPapa's website. Now if you scroll down, you can notice they sell actually ready-made website templates. And on the left, if you notice, they have so many categories, like they have business categories, agency, portfolio, freelancer, health and medical, then food and restaurant, photography, corporate, and many more. So you can choose any category you want and you can download their ready-made website template from here. Now scroll down. From here, you can see this template. So if you go inside this, as you can see, this is a wedding photography portfolio website template. For today's tutorial, I'm gonna make this design. Now to see this whole website live, click on Live Demo. As you can see, it has brought us to the website directly, and this is the homepage of this website, and this is looking actually quite beautiful. These pictures are quite lovely. Now if you scroll up, you can see there are many sections like About section. As you can see, we are in the About section and it is also quite pretty, isn't it? Now if you scroll up, they have different pages like portfolio, blog, pages, and in these pages they have so many sub pages like services, team page, gallery, gears, pricing plan, testimonials, contact, and many more. So this is quite cool actually. And you can test this website on different modes. Like if you go inside this tablet mode, you can see how this website looks on the tablet mode, and this is actually looking perfect and it is quite beautiful. You can also check out the mobile mode as well. Just click on here. As you can see, this is the mobile mode. Isn't it amazing? Now, as you can see, the whole website template is just for $19.99. So you can buy this whole website template, customize it as you want, and use it for yourself, or you can use it for your clients as well. Now, if you scroll down, you can see it is actually a written description that how you can download this whole template and use it. But if you don't want to read all of this text, if you scroll down, you'll find this whole video guide. If you just click on here, you'll find this whole tutorial that how you can actually install this template and use it. Now scroll up. So as I'm going to be making this whole website, if you don't have the time to make the whole website with me, you can buy it directly from here, from this Add to Cart. So all you got to do is click on this Add to Cart. You can see it is showing a checkout option from here. Just click on checkout. As you can see in the checkout option, if you scroll down, you will find this billing details. If you put out your email address and username and click on buy now, you can purchase this whole single template. Now let's go to this KitPapa website. From here on the top, you can see there's an offer going on, which is buy all, which is the lifetime access. You can actually buy all of their existent templates at once at just $49. So if you just click on this grab the deal, from here, if you scroll down, it is showing how you can actually get the 200 plus templates at once at just $49. And in this offer, you get their lifetime updates. Also, you get their existing 200 plus template kits. Also, there is an amazing thing, which is they add 5 plus new templates every month in their website. You will also get those if you just purchase it for lifetime. The best part, they give the premium support for one whole year. So to get this whole offer, just scroll down. From here, if you just click on this get all access for $49, you can actually buy all of their existing templates, also their feature templates at once. Now, as I am their lifetime accessor, it means I have already bought their lifetime access, so I don't have to buy this for now. All I'm going to do is scroll up. From here, I'm just going to click on my account. In this My Account option, you can see there is a login option. If I put out my email address and my password and click on login, I can actually log into my account. As you can see, I have logged into my account. Now from here, if I go inside this KitPapa, now scroll down. From here, let's go inside this template. As you can see, after I logged into my account, it is showing this download option. What I'm going to do is click on this download. And you can see it has downloaded the whole template here. Now to install this template and make it live on my website, I have to take a fresh WordPress account. So let's go to the WordPress. As you can see, we are in a fresh WordPress account, and in here, this is the WordPress dashboard. Now, first of all, to actually import the template, as this is a template kit, we need a theme. So let's go inside this appearance and go inside this themes. From here, I'm gonna activate this Hello Elementor theme. So click on activate. As I've activated this theme, I have to install the Elementor plugin. So let's go inside this plugin option. As you can see, we are in the plugins option. From here, I'm gonna install the Elementor plugin. So go over this add plugin option. From here in the search plugins, I'm gonna search for Elementor. As you can see, this is the Elementor page builder. Now click on install now. As this plugin is installed, now let's click on activate. As you can see, it has brought us to the Elementor's dashboard. I'm just gonna click on skip setup. As you can see, we have activated our Elementor's page builder. Now to actually import the template, what I'm gonna do is go over this Elementor, and inside this, I'm gonna go inside this settings. Now in here, I'm gonna go inside this advanced tab. Now if you scroll down, you will see the enable unfiltered file uploads. It is disabled now. Just go over here and select enable. Now scroll down and click on save changes. Now let's go inside this tools option. From here, if you go inside this website templates, you can see the option called apply a website template. Now click on import. It is saying click to upload, so we can actually upload the template over here. Just click on click to upload. As you can see, this is the template we have downloaded earlier. So let's select this and select open. Now from here, just click on import and apply. As this is importing the whole template, it might take a few minutes, so don't worry. As you can see, the whole website template is live on our site right now. So if you want to see it, just click on this see it live. So this is the website template we have just imported, and this is the home page. It is looking absolutely beautiful. You can see there are different sections, the About page, Portfolio page, Blog page, and there are different pages like Services Team, Gallery, and many more. Isn't it amazing? Now, as I'm going to show you how to make this whole website, let's go back to our WordPress. So in this WordPress, to make this whole website, we need to install some new plugins. So click on this Add Plugin option. From here in the search plugin, search for Element Kit Lite. As you can see, this is the Elements Kit Lite plugin. All you gotta do is click on Install Now and click on Activate. Now search for Metform. As you can see, this is the Metform plugin. Just click on Install Now. It's being installed. Now search for JackKit for Elementor. As you can see, this is the JackKit for Elementor. All we gotta do is click on Install Now. Okay, perfect. Now if we go to this plugins option, you can see these are all the plugins we're gonna be using for our website. So let's select all of these plugins. Go over this bulk action, select this Activate. Now click on Apply. So as you can see, after activated all of these plugins, it is showing this JackKit plugins dashboard. So we're not going to be doing this. Just click on Skip and Exit Setup. Okay, so we are on the dashboard. As you can see in the dashboard, there are some extra widgets and also this pop-up option. Let's just delete all of this. Now let's go to this Pages option. From here, in this home page, just select this Edit with Elementor directly. As you can see, we are on our home page. In this home page, first of all, the first step of our website making would be taking a container. So let's drag this container over here. As you can see, we have taken a new container. I'm going to rename this container. So double click on it and rename it to Hero. In this Hero container, in this layout option, I'm going to make the width 1240 pixels. Okay. Now if you scroll down, you will find the direction option. If you select this row option, all of the widgets we're going to be placing inside this container will go on the direction of row. Now, as you can see, there is an option called gaps. If you just make it 0, there won't be any gaps over here. Now let's go over here, go inside this style tab. Inside this, I want to add a background color. So in this background type, select classic. From this color option, go over this color panel and I'm going to put the code F2, F5, F3. As you can see, we got a nice color inside this. Now let's go to this advanced tab. Inside this advanced tab, unlink the padding. And you must be thinking, what is a padding? A padding is basically a distance inside this container. So if we add a padding inside the top, right, bottom, or left, any container or widget we're going to be putting in, there will be a distance between these two. I'll show you that, but let's add a padding. So in this right, I'm just going to put 20 pixels. And on the left, I'm going to put 20. Now I want to take another container inside this Hero section. So let's go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. Inside this new container, I am going to change the width of this 368 pixels. So make sure you change it the pixels. So go over this percentage and change it to pixels. Now if you scroll down, you'll find the gaps. Let's make the gaps 0. Now let's go over this advanced tab. And from here, we're going to unlink the padding. And just on the top, I'm going to put 81 pixels. As you can see, after adding the padding, it has put this padding over here. Now I want to add a heading inside this container. So let's go to our plus icon, drag this heading and drop it. As you can see, it has added a heading over here. Now let's change the title of this from here. I'm just going to paste the copied text. As you can see, I have changed the text. Now let's go to the style tab. From here, first of all, I'm going to change the color. So in this text color, go over here and I'm going to put the code 787B6A. Okay, I got this olive kind of color. Now let's close this. Now let's go to this typography. And from here, I'm gonna put the font Cormorant Garamond. There we go. This is the Cormorant Garamond. Okay. Now in this size option, I'm gonna make it 128 pixels. Now I'm gonna put the weight 300. And if we scroll down in the line height, I'm gonna make it 128 pixels. Now in the letter spacing, I'm gonna make it pixels to EM. Make sure you do that. And make the value minus 0.01. Now let's close this typography. Now let's go over this advanced tab. And from here, first of all, let's unlink the padding. And just on the bottom, we're gonna put 28 pixels. As you can see, it has put it a gap over here. Now in this width option, if we go over here and make it custom, we can actually make any custom width to our text. So I'm gonna make it 94%. Okay, perfect. Now the heading is done. But actually, I made a small mistake. So if you go to the structure option and go inside this container, you can see the width hasn't been changed. So we're gonna make the width 368 pixels. Now let's go to this heading, go inside the style tab and go to this typography. And from here, we're gonna change the letter spacing 0.1. Now let's close this typography. Now let's go to this plus icon. After this heading, I want to add a button. So let's go over here and scroll down. There we go. This is the button. Let's drag it and drop it. Okay, as you can see, it has added a button over here. So from this text area, I'm going to change the text. Okay, now let's go to the style tab. And from here, first of all, we're going to go to this typography and I'm going to change the font to DM Sans. There we go. In the DM Sans, I'm going to change the size to 16 pixels and make it 400 weight. In the line height, I'm going to make it 26 pixels. And in the letter spacing, I'm going to make it EM and then minus 0.01. Perfect. Now let's close this typography. As you can see, you can add a color inside this button. So from this text color, we can change the color of the text. If we click on here, we can pick out any color. I am going to put the code 787B6A. I got this nice color. And from this background type, if we go over here, we can choose any color. So I'm going to choose the white color. So all I'm going to do is drag this knob to the top. Perfect. As you can see, this button is looking much more better. Now from this border type, we're going to go over here and select solid. As you can see, we are seeing a border over here. I don't want this border to look so bold. First of all, in this border width, I'm going to make the width 1 to every side. And in this border color, go over here to select a border color. I'm going to put the code 787B6A33. Now in this border radius, I'm gonna put 0. Okay, in this padding option, let's make it unlinked. And just on the top, I'm gonna put 16 pixels. On the right, 48 pixels. Then on the bottom, 16 pixels. And on the left, 48. Now let's go over here. As you can see, this button is looking much more better. Now I want to add a space after this button. So let's go over this plus icon. From here, if you scroll down, you will see this spacer widget. If you just click on this spacer widget, as you can see, it has added this space over here. So this is basically this widget's work. It adds space. We can actually change the size of the space and I'm just going to make it 88 pixels. Now I want to add an image after this space. So go over this plus icon. In here you will see this image widget. Just drag it and drop it right after this space. As you can see, it has added this image widget. From this choose image option, if you just click on it, from here you can actually add an image, but we don't have any image saved in our WordPress. So don't worry, I have a solution for you. All you have to do is click on this cross icon. Now I have given all of the resources. It means all of the templates, pictures, and all of the things I have used in the tutorial in the JFD website. So let's go to the JFD website. But first of all, let's click on this publish. So whatever we made just right now is saved. Now let's go to this JFD website. From here, as you can see in the important links, there is the option called download the resources I have used in the tutorial. All you've got to do is click on this, and these are the resources. All you have to do is click on this download icon, and it's been downloaded. If you just go inside this folder, it will show where the resources has been downloaded. For using this file, right click on it and select extract all. Now select extract. As you can see, it has extracted all of these. Now if we go back to our WordPress, from here, if you go over this Elementor logo, click on this exit to WordPress. Now click on this WordPress icon. So to upload the downloaded images into our WordPress media, we have to do one simple setting. So all you gotta do is go inside this Elementor and go inside this settings. In the setting options, go inside this advanced tab. In this advanced tab, you'll find this enable unfiltered file uploads. Over here, if you enable it and scroll down and click on save changes, now you can upload the files we have just downloaded. All you have to do is go over this media option over here, and inside this media, to add files, click on add media file, and from here just select this select files. As you can see, this is the whole file. So if you go inside this file, select all of these images. So press Ctrl A to select. Okay, all of these things are selected. Just click on open. So now all of the pictures are being uploaded to your WordPress. It might take 1 or 2 minutes, but don't worry, it will get uploaded. As you can see, all of the files has been uploaded. Now let's go back to this pages option. From here, in this home page, click on this edit with Elementor. As you can see in here, if you go inside this image option, click on choose image. In this media library, there are all of the resources we're going to be needing. So I'm going to choose this picture. Now click on select. As you can see, it has added this picture over here. So let's go to the style tab. From here, we can change many things for this picture. So in this width option, let's change it to pixels, and I'm going to make it 368 pixels. And in the height, I'm going to put 530 pixels. Okay, perfect. So we have fixed the image ratio. Now in this object fit, go over here and select cover. Okay, perfect. Now I want to take another container after this image. So let's close this container in the structure. Right click on it and select this add new container. As you can see, it has added this container over here. I know all of these elements looks little bit of disrupted, but let's fix the new containers width. So I'm just going to make it pixels, and I'm going to make it 368 pixels. As you can see, all of these things are fixed again. Now in this new container, if you go over this layout and scroll down, I'm just going to make the gaps 0. Okay, now go over here, select this advanced tab. In this advanced tab, I'm just going to unlink the margin, and just on the right of this margin, I'm going to put 78 pixels, and on the left, 78 pixels. As you can see, the margin actually gives a space between these two. Now I want to add an image inside this container. So let's go over this plus icon, drag this image and drop it. So for this image, go over this choose image. From here, I'm going to choose this image. So click on it and now click on select. As you can see, it has added this image over here. Now let's go to the style tab. From here, we're going to change the width to 368 pixels, and we're going to make the height 460. Now in this object fit, select cover. Now I want to add a spacer after this image. So let's go over this plus icon, drag this spacer and drop it right after this. So I'm gonna change the spacer value to 48 pixels. Now I want another image, so go over this plus icon, drag this image and drop it. In this image, go over this choose image. For this image, I'm gonna choose this one. So click on here and click on select. As you can see, it has added this image over here. Now go over this style tab. From here, I'm gonna change the width of this image 368 pixels and the height would be 289. Now in this object fit, select cover. Now I want to add a space after this image, so go over this plus icon, drag the spacer and drop it right after this image. I'm gonna put the value of the spacer 80 pixels. Okay, perfect. So after this spacer, I want to add a container. So go over this plus icon and click on this container. As you can see, it has added this new container over here. In this container, I'm going to make the direction to row and then I'm going to make the justify content space between. I'm going to explain this justify content, the space between later, but right now just select this. Now in the gaps, let's make it 0. Now I want to add a counter inside this container. So go over this plus icon and over here search widgets, search for counter. There we go, this is the counter widget. Just click on this. As you can see, it has added this counter widget. From here, the starting number is 0. I'm going to change the ending number to 743. So as you can see, after I change the ending number, the counter is starting from 0 and it is ending on 743. And there is an option called animation duration. So this is 2000. So this is basically the speed the counter is gonna move. Now in the title, we're gonna change the title to my copied text. There we go, we have changed the title. Now let's go to the style tab. From here, first of all, we're gonna make the horizontal alignment start, and in the title gap we're gonna make it 12 pixels. As you can see, it has added this gap over here. In the number position, we're also gonna select start. Now let's open this number. From this number option, we can actually change the text color and the typography for this number. So in this text color, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put the code 787B6A. So we got this nice olive color. Now let's go inside this typography. From here, I'm going to change the font to DM Sans. There we go. This is the DM Sans. Okay, after that, we're going to change the size of this 72 pixels and the weight will be 100 thin. Okay, in the line height, we're going to put 58 pixels. Okay, perfect. Now let's close this typography. Go to this title option. In the text color, go over here and we're going to change the text color, which is basically the color of this text, 7B716A80. So we got this nice color. Now let's close this, go inside this typography and we're going to change the title font DM Sans. There we go. We're going to make the size of this text 16 pixels and change the weight to 300. In the line height, I'm going to put 20 pixels. Now let's close this typography. As you can see, this counter is looking quite cool. Now I want an exact counter on here. So if I just go over this counter in the structure, right click on it and select this duplicate, you can see it has added the same counter over here. It has duplicated it. As you can notice, there is a gap between these two. So you might remember inside this container, we have chosen this justify content space between. We have chosen this. That's why it is giving this space between these two. Let's select this second counter and we're going to change the ending number to 573. Okay, now let's change the title from here. As you can see, this is looking quite cool. Now let's close this container. Now I want to add a container over here. So let's drag the structure over here, close this container. And if I right click on this container and select this add new container, it has added this new container over here. I know these contents looks a little bit of disrupted, but after we fix the width, it's gonna be looking just fine. So in this new container, I'm gonna make the width to 16%. and I'm gonna make the gaps absolutely 0. Now go inside this advanced option, unlink the margin, and just on the right, I'm gonna put 78 pixels, left 78 pixels. Now in this advanced tab, unlink the padding, and just on the top, I'm gonna put 146 pixels. Now in the size option, we're gonna choose grow. Now I wanna take a new container inside this container. So go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. As you can see, it has added this new container over here. In this container, I'm just gonna make the gaps 0. Now inside this new container, I want to take social icons, which means Facebook icon, Instagram icon, and many more. So if you go over this plus icon and search for social icon, there we go. This is the social icon widget. If we just drag this and drop it, this has added this social icon. So as you can see, it has added this Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube icon. So I don't need this YouTube. So let's click on this cross. And I want to add the Instagram icon. So click on add new icon. And from this icon option, click on upload SVG. Now click on enable. From here, these are the resources you have downloaded earlier. So I'm going to choose this Instagram icon and click on insert media. So it has added this Instagram. Now let's close this. Now I want to add another icon. So click on this add new icon. And from here, just click on upload SVG. From here, we're going to select this Discord icon and click on insert media. These looks perfect. Now let's go to the style tab. You can actually change the color of these icons. So from this color option, if you go over this official color and select custom, you can put out any color you want. So from this primary color, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pick the color white. Okay. And in the secondary color, if you go over here, I'm going to put the code 787B6A. Now in the size option, I'm going to make it 16 pixels. Then in the padding, I am gonna make it 12 and make sure you change it to pixels, otherwise these gonna be too big. And in the spacing, I'm gonna put 12 pixels and the row gap will remain 0. And from here in the border width, I'm gonna select from here and select solid. Border width, I'm gonna put 1 pixels to every side. Now let's select the border color from here. Just click on this color panel. And we're going to put the code 88137C33. Okay, let's close this. Now in the border radius, I'm going to put 100 to every side. As you can see, after putting the border radius, this has become circular. Now go over here. And in here, if you scroll down, you'll find this icon hover. So I want to add a special hover effect. So go over this icon hover. And from here, in this primary color, let's go over this color panel. And I'm going to put the code 787B6A. And in the secondary color, I'm going to choose white. So as you can see, if I go over this icons, it is giving this nice hover effect. Isn't it amazing? Now let's go back to Advanced tab. And in this Advanced tab, I'm just going to unlink the padding. And from here on the bottom, I'm going to put 27 pixels. Okay, perfect. I want this icons placed in the left. So go to the Content tab. From here in the alignment, if we select left, it has placed right over here. Okay, the icons looks perfect. Now I want to add a text editor after this icon. So go over this plus icon. Just select this text editor. It has added this text editor over here. Let's change the text over here. Perfect. Now let's go to the style tab. Open the typography. From here, we're going to change the font to DM Sans. Okay. And we're going to make the size of this 16 pixels. And the line height would be 25. And the letter spacing, we're going to change it to EM and make it minus 0.01. Now let's close this typography. And in this text color, we're going to change it 787B64. Okay, perfect. Now let's go to this Advanced tab. From here, first of all, let's unlink the padding. On this padding, I'm going to put on the bottom 24 pixels. And in this weight, we're going to go over this default and select this custom. I'm going to make the weight of this text 297 pixels. As you can see, the text editor looks perfect. Now after this text editor, close this container and right-click on this container and click on Add New Container. As you can see, it has added this new container over here. In this new container, in the layout option, we're gonna make the gaps absolutely 0. Okay, after that, I want to add an image inside this new container. So go over this plus icon and drag this image and drop it. Now click on this choose image. We're gonna choose this image, so click on it and click on select. Okay, as you can see, it has added this image over here. Now in this image, we're gonna go to the style tab, and from here, let's change it to pixels and make it 348 pixels. And the height would be 460. In the object fit, we're gonna select this cover. Let's go to this advanced tab and unlink the padding. Now this image looks a little bit of disrupted. So if we go inside this container and in the advanced tab, let's unlink the padding. Now this is looking better. Now after this image, I want to add a space after this. So let's go over this plus icon, drag the spacer after this image. Okay, I'm gonna make the space 80 pixels. Okay, so I want this exact container over here. It means I want 2 more counters. So let's select this whole container, right click on it and click on copy. Go over this plus icon, drag a container and drop it. And in this container, what I'm gonna do is go over here, right click on it and paste. As you can see, it has added this counter. Now we have to fix a little bit over here. So let's select this whole container, go inside this advanced tab and make the padding 0. Okay, after that, inside this container, go to this next container, go inside this advanced tab and make the padding 0. As you can see, now these are looking perfect. Let's change the content of this. So let's select this counter and change the ending number to 283. Okay, now let's change the title from here. Perfect. Now let's select this counter and change the ending number to this. Now let's change the title of this from here. Okay, perfect. As you can see, these are looking perfect. Now, as you can notice, the whole home section of our website is done. Now let's close this tab. As you can see, this is looking quite amazing and everything is looking quite beautiful actually. Now let's open this tab and click on this publish. As you can see, it is being published right now. Let's go to our front end, reload this site, and you can see this is going in our front end and it is looking so beautiful. Now let's go back to our WordPress. As you can see, the hero section of our homepage is absolutely done. Now I want to make it responsive for every mode. So you might be thinking, what is responsive? So basically, I want to make my website look good in every mode. In laptop mode, mobile mode, also in the tablet mode. So if you look up here, there is the desktop mode, which is this. Then there is the tablet portrait, and this is the mobile portrait. Now I want to add the laptop portrait as well, so it will be responsive to every mode. So for that, all you have to do is go over this Elementor logo, select this site settings. From here, if you scroll down, you will see this layout option, select it. Now scroll down. From here, you will see these breakpoints, click on it. And in this active breakpoints, you will see the mobile portrait and the tablet portrait. I want to add the laptop portrait, so click on this plus icon. From here, there are lots of portraits, so I'm just going to select this laptop. Okay, now all you have to do is click on Save Changes. Now select Reload Now. As you can see, it has added this laptop mode over here. Now let's go to this laptop mode. In this laptop mode, as you can see, everything looks quite fine. All I'm gonna do is make these counters a little bit of smaller. So select this counter, go inside the style tab. From here, go to this number option. Now in here, if you go over this typography, we're gonna make the size 55 pixels. Now let's close this Now, as you can see, this has become very smaller. I want the same changes in every counter. So we don't have to put the value again and again. All we gotta do is select this, right click on it, select copy. Now select this counter, right click on it, and select this paste style. As you can see, after pasting the style, it has become like this. Now we're gonna do the same with these two. Select this, right click on it, select paste style. Again this. Okay, as you can see, we don't have to make any changes over the laptop mode. We have fixed the counters and it is looking quite good. Now let's make it responsive for the tablet mode. Let's go to this tablet mode. From here, you can see we have to fix a lot of things. So first of all, we're gonna go over this hero section. And in here, in the layout option, if you scroll down, you'll find this wrap option. Just select it. I'm gonna explain this wrap in a few minutes, so don't worry. Now let's select the second counter. And in this layout option, I'm gonna make the width 48%. Now I'm gonna select this heading. I want to make it a little bit of smaller, so go inside this style tab, go inside this typography. From here, I'm gonna change the size to 48 pixels and the line height would be 60 pixels. Now as you can see, we have added a spacer over here. I just want to decrease it, so select the spacer and I'm gonna make it 50. This is looking quite better. Now I'm gonna select this picture, go inside the style tab, and I'm gonna make the width 100%. Okay, and I'll make the height 100%. So remember to change it to the percentage. Okay, perfect. Now as you can see, this container is looking absolutely perfect. Now I want to select this second container, which is this one. In this container, all I'm gonna do is go inside this advanced tab. From here, first of all, we're gonna unlink the margin, and just on the left, what I'm gonna put is 28 pixels. As you can see, after changing the margin, this whole container has come to here. So this is because of the wrap option. As you might remember, we have gone to this hero section and we have made it wrap. So wrap basically means it will put two containers beside each other if they fit into the width. So as you can see, the width is 1240 pixels and both of this container is 48%, so they can fit into 1240 pixels. That's why we have chosen this wrap and this container has come to here. Isn't it amazing? Now let's choose this third container. In this container, we're gonna go to the direction and make it to row. Let's go to this advanced tab. And in the padding, we're gonna unlink it. And just on the top, we're gonna put 50 pixels. Now let's choose the second container from here. This is the second container. All I'm gonna do is from this direction option, I'm gonna select this column reversed. As you can see, it has bring it like reversed. Isn't it amazing? Now if you scroll up, you can see the hero section is looking great in the tablet portrait. Now let's make it responsive for the mobile mode. Let's go to this mobile mode. So first of all, in this mobile mode, I'm going to select this second container, which is this container. So from here, we're going to unlink the margin and just on the top, I'm going to put 30 pixels. Okay, now go over here. As you can see, this gap is looking a little bit of bigger. So let's select the spacer and I'm going to make it 30 pixels. Now scroll down, you will see this is looking better, but I need to fix a little thing. So let's go to this third container. In this third container, this is the first container, which is this, and this is the second container. I want the second container before this. So all I'm going to do in this structure, drag this before this container. As you can see, it has dragged this container over here and it has put this second container over here. So it is done. We have made the whole hero section of our homepage absolutely responsive for the laptop, mobile and the tablet mode. Now let's go back to our desktop mode. Now all we have got to do is click on this publish. Now all of the changes we made is being published. Now you might notice we have used same font, size and colors several times in this zero section, like this color, this font, again and again. So we're gonna do the same with the other sections in our homepage. We're not gonna put the same value again and again. I want to make it default. So for that, what I'm gonna do is make some global settings. If you go over this Elementor logo, select this site settings. As you can see, after coming to the site titles, there are different options called the global colors, global fonts, typography and many more. So we're gonna go inside this global colors. In here, you will find the system colors. First one is primary, the second one is secondary, third one is text, and the fourth one is accent. So we're gonna put the colors over here. So in this primary color, if you go inside this color panel, I'm gonna put the code 787B6A. Okay, as you can see, we got this olive color. We're gonna copy this color code. Now let's go inside the secondary color panel. From here, we're gonna put the same color code. Now let's go inside this text. And we are also gonna paste the same color code. Now let's go inside this accent color panel. And we're gonna put the same color code. As you can see, we have put the colors in the primary, secondary, text and accent. Now in this custom color, we can also add new colors. So click on add color. From here, first of all, we're going to change the name to white. Okay, now let's go inside this color panel. We're just going to drag this knob to the top. So as you can see, we got this white color. Now I want to add another color. I'm going to rename it to grayish brown 50%. Okay, now let's go inside this color panel and we're gonna put the code 7B716A80. As you can see, we got this nice grayish brown color. Now I want to add another beige color, so click on this add color and I'm gonna name it to background. Okay, now click on this color panel and from here we're gonna put the code F2, F5, F3. So as you can see, we got this nice beige color. Okay, now to save the changes, click on Save Changes. It has saved all of the changes. Now let's go back to the site settings. And from here, go inside this global fonts. As you can see, there are similar kind of settings, which is the primary, secondary, text and accent. Let's go inside this typography. From here, first of all, in the family, I'm going to put the font Cormorant Garamond. As you can see, this is the Cormorant Garamond font. I'm going to make the size 64 pixels and the line height would be 72 pixels. And in the letter spacing, I'm going to make it minus 0.05 EM. Okay, now let's close this primary. From here, let's go inside the secondary font. In the secondary font, we're going to make the family font to Cormorant Garamond. There we go. We're going to make the size 48 pixels this time and the line height would be 56 pixels. Okay, perfect. Now let's go inside this text font. In here, we're going to make the family font to DM Sans. There we go. We're going to make the size 16 pixels. Then the weight would be 300. Okay, now the line height would be 26 pixels. Okay, perfect. Now let's get out of here and now let's get inside this accent. From here, first of all, we're going to make the family font to DM Sans. There we go. The size would be 16 pixels. The weight is 300 and the line height is 26. Okay, perfect. Now I want to add another font. So in this custom fonts, click on Add Style. And first of all, we're going to make the name of it heading 36. Okay, now let's go inside this typography. And first of all, we're going to make it Cormorant Garamond. There we go. And we're going to make the size 36 pixels. Then the weight would be 300. Then the line height would be 40 pixels. And in the letter spacing, make it EM and make it minus 0.05. Now let's close this. Now I want to add another font. So click on Add Style. And in this new style, I'm going to rename it to Text 2. Okay, now let's go inside this typography. I'm gonna make it DM Sans. There we go. I'm gonna make the size 16 pixels and the line height 20 pixels. In the letter spacing, change it to EM and make it minus 0.02. Okay, perfect. Now let's close this. Now I'm gonna add another text, so click on Add Style. I'm gonna rename it to Heading 72. Okay, now let's go inside this typography and I'm gonna make the font Cormorant Garamond. There we go. I'm gonna make the size 72 pixels and make the weight 400. Then the line height would be 80 pixels and the letter spacing would be minus 0.05 EM. I wanna add another style, so click on Add Style and I'm gonna rename it to DM Sans. Now let's go inside this typography and I'm gonna make the font of it DM Sans. There we go. And I'm gonna make the size 16 pixels and make the weight 400. Then in the line height, I'm gonna put 24 pixels. Now let's close this. As you can see, we have put it out all of our default fonts. Now click on Save Changes. As you can see, it has saved all of the changes. So after putting out the global fonts, let's go back from here. Now I'm gonna go inside this typography. So after putting out all of the typography, in this paragraph spacing, I'm gonna put 0. Okay, now scroll down and click on Save Changes. Now let's go back from here. From here, I'm gonna go inside this layout option. In this layout option, in this content width, I'm gonna make the width of this 1240 pixels. Now in this container padding, I'm gonna put 0 on every side. And I'm gonna make the gaps 0 as well. Now click on Save Changes. Now let's go back from here. And now let's close the site settings. So basically, why we did the global settings, that we don't have to put the values again and again. Let me show you an example. So let's go over here, drag this container. And inside this, suppose I want to take a heading. So click on this plus icon, drag this heading and drop it. As you can notice, it has already put it out the color. Also, if you go inside this, it has put it the primary. In the primary option, whatever typography we have put it in, it means the size, fonts and line height, weight, it has put it the exact same thing. We can also change the things from here. Like if we select this accent, it has made it like that. So basically, whatever typography we put it in the accent, it is giving it right here. Okay, now let's delete this container. Okay, as the hero section is absolutely done, I want to make the feature section of our homepage. So let's drag this container over here. Okay, first of all, we're going to make the width 1240 pixels. Then in this direction, we're going to make it column. Then in this justify content, we're going to select this center. And in this align item, we're going to select this center. Now in this gaps option, we're going to make it 0. Okay, now let's go to this advanced tab. From here, first of all, we're going to unlink the padding. And on the top, we're going to put 120 pixels. Then on the right, 20 pixels. Then on the bottom, 124 pixels. And on the left, 20 pixels. Okay, perfect. Now as you can see, this container is absolutely done. So as this is the feature section, I'm gonna rename it to feature. Okay, now I want to take another container inside this feature container. So let's go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. In this new container, I'm gonna make the justify content to center, align items to center. Now let's make the gaps absolutely 0. Now let's go inside this advanced tab, unlink the padding and unlink the margin as well. And just on the bottom, we're going to put 36 pixels. Now I want to add a heading inside this container. So go over this plus icon, drag this heading and drop it. As you can see, it has added this heading over here. Now let's go to the style tab and in this alignment, we're going to place it to center. Okay. As you can see in this typography, it has already put it the color, also the size, fonts and the weight. So as you can see, this is selected in the primary. So we won't mess with these. Now let's go over this content option and change the heading title. As you can see, we have changed the title of this. Now let's go inside this advanced tab and we're going to change the width of this. So in this default, select this custom, make it pixels and make it 867 pixels. Now after this heading, beside this heading, I want to put pictures. So go over this plus icon, click on this picture. As you can see, it has added this image over here. So in this image, click on this choose image. From here, I'm going to select this picture. Click on select. As you can see, it has added this picture over here. Now let's go to this advanced tab. If you scroll down, you will see the position option. If you go inside this default and make it absolute, you can see this picture has become absolute, and with this hand, we can drag it and drop it anywhere we like. It has become absolute. Now let's place it to the right place. Okay. In this picture, from this horizontal orientation, we're going to make it right. And in this offset, we're going to put minus 20 pixels. Then in this vertical orientation, in this offset, we're going to make it 164 pixels. So if we drag this structure, you can see it has added this image over here. So it is looking quite cool. Now I want to add a special effect inside this picture. So for that, I have to put some code. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you learn coding. I have already made it ready for you. So all you have to do is go inside this JFD website. From here you can see in here there is all the codes I have used in the tutorial. In here you will see the banner style CSS. All you gotta do is copy this from here. Now let's go back to our Elementor. For that code, we have to take a HTML container. So go over this plus icon, search for HTML. Drag this and drop it. As you can see, it has added this HTML container over here. So in this HTML code option, just paste the code you copied. As you can see, after putting out this code, there is no effect going. So for that, we have to go to the JFD website again. And from here, we will see the class name, which is the banner style CSS class. All we gotta do is copy this, go back to our Elementor. Now select this image. And in this advanced option, if you scroll down, you will see the option called CSS classes. All we gotta do is paste the class name. As you can see, after putting out this class name, it is moving right to left. Isn't it amazing? Now I want to add another image. So go over this plus icon, click on this image. It has added this image over here. Now click on this choose image. And from here, we're going to select this picture. So click on it and click on select. As you can see, it has given out the picture. Now let's go to this advanced tab. And we're going to also make it position to absolute. Now in here, in this horizontal orientation, I'm going to make it 20. And in this vertical orientation, I'm going to make it minus 45. Okay, it has placed the leaf on the left side. Isn't it looking amazing? Now I'm going to put the CSS class name over here. So go to the JFD website again, copy this CSS class name, go to the Elementor, and in here in the CSS classes, paste it. It is also moving right to left. Isn't it amazing? Now I want to take another container after this whole container. So let's close this container. So as I'll be taking a new container, all I'm going to do is click on this, close this container, right click on this container, and click on add new container. So in this container, I'm going to make the direction to row. Then I'm going to make the gap 16 pixels every side. Okay, now let's go to this advanced tab and make the padding absolute 0. Now I want to add another container inside this container. So go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. As you can see, it has added this new container over here. I'm going to make the width of this 28%. Now I'm going to make the gaps absolute 0. Then all I'm going to do is go over this advanced tab and make the padding absolute 0. Now let's go to this layout option again. And from here, we have to select a very important option, which is called this wrap. Now inside this container, I want to add an image. So go over this plus icon and drag this. It has added this image over here. So go over this choose image. From here, I'm going to select this picture. So click on it and click on select. Okay, it has added this picture over here. Now let's go to the style tab. From here, first of all, we're going to make the width 100% and the height would be 512 pixels. The picture looks a little bit of disrupted. So from this object fit, we're going to go over here and select this cover. As you can see, it has made the picture absolutely perfect. Now, after this image, all I'm going to do is add a heading. So go over this plus icon, just click on this heading. As you can see, it has added this heading over here. So we're going to change the title to my copied text. Okay, now let's go to the style tab. From here, we're going to go inside this global fonts. And in here, we're going to select this heading 36. Now let's go inside this advanced tab. And from here, we're going to unlink the padding. On the top, we're going to put 16 pixels. And on the bottom, we're going to put 10 pixels. Now after this heading, I want to add a text editor. So all I'm going to do is go over this plus icon and click on this text editor. Okay, it has added the text editor. Now I'm going to change the text from here. Perfect. Now let's go to the style tab. And in this typography, in the global fonts, I'm going to select this text too. Now let's go inside this advanced tab. Now as you can see in the text editor, the heading and also the image looks absolutely amazing. Now all I'm going to do is close this container. In this advanced option, I'm going to select this size option, custom. Okay, I know this looks a little bit of disrupted, but it's going to fix right away. All I'm going to do is right click on this container, select duplicate. Again, right click on this container and select duplicate. As you can see, it has made 2 duplicates over here and these are looking amazing. Now let's change the contents of the second and third container. So let's select this image, go over this choose image. From here, I'm going to select this picture. So click on it. As you can see, it has changed the picture. Now let's select this heading and change the title of this. Now let's change this picture. So click on this image. I'm going to choose this picture. So click on it and click on select. As you can see, it has changed the picture. Now let's change the heading from here. Okay, as you can see, I have changed the heading and these are looking quite amazing. So I want to add a button after this whole container. So let's close this whole container. So in here, what I'm going to do is go over this plus icon, drag this button and drop it. As you can see, it has added this button over here, but I want the button over here. So don't worry. All I'm going to do is drag this button after this container. As you can see, it has added this button over here. So in this button, first of all, I'm going to change the text of this button from here. Now in here, in this link option, you can put it out any link, but I'm going to keep it blank for now. As you can notice, the whole feature section of our homepage is absolutely done. And this is looking quite amazing with this leaf and this pictures also with this button. Now let's make it responsive for the laptop, tablet and the mobile mode. Let's go to this laptop mode. So first of all, in this laptop mode, I'm going to change the position of these leaves. So select this leaf, go over this advanced tab and from here, so in this horizontal orientation, in this offset, I'm going to make it -20. And in this vertical orientations offset, I'm going to make it -30. It is looking quite good. Now from here, this is also looking good, so I'm not going to change it. Now, as you can see, we don't have to change much in this laptop mode. We had to just change the place of this leaf. Now, let's go inside this tablet mode. So in this tablet mode, first of all, we're going to change the size of this heading. So select this heading, go inside this typography, and we're going to make the size of it 48 pixels. Then we're going to make the line height 60 pixels. As you can see, after changing the size of this, it has gone to here and I want to place it over here. So let's select this, go inside the advanced tab and in this horizontal orientation offset, I'm going to make it -50. And in this vertical orientation offset, I'm going to make it 100. This is looking quite better. Now if we scroll down, you can see we don't have to change anything over here. This is already quite fixed. Now let's go inside this mobile mode. From here in this mobile mode, as you can notice, these images are blocking the heading. So all I'm going to do is select this heading. In this advanced tab, if you scroll down, you will find an option called responsive. From here, you will find the options called hide on desktop, hide on laptop, hide on tablet, and hide on mobile. So I'm just gonna make it hide on mobile portrait. As you can see, it has made it hidden. Now select this image as well. Go inside this responsive and hide it on mobile mode. Okay, now I want to make the heading smaller. So select this heading. Go inside this typography and I'm going to make the size of it 40 pixels and the line height would be 52. Now if you scroll down, you can see these are looking already quite perfect. We don't have to do anything. As you can see, the whole feature section is responsive for every mode. Now go over this desktop and as you can see, this is the feature section. Now click on publish. Okay, perfect. After the feature section is absolutely done, I want to make a call to action section. So let's close all of these containers inside the structure. I want to take another container. So all I'm going to do is go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. In this new container, you can see it is going after this HTML container. So I'm just going to drag it and drop it before this. In this new container, first of all, I'm going to rename it to call to action. In this call to action container, first of all, we're going to change the width to 1240 pixels. In this min height option, we're going to make it to 692 pixels. As you can see, it has made the whole container like this. Okay, we're not going to take the structure like this, so we're just gonna So in this whole new container, I'm going to make the direction to column. Then I'm going to make the justify content to center. Then in the align items, I'm also going to make it center. Now let's make the gaps absolutely 0. Okay, after making the gaps absolutely 0, let's go inside the style tab. I want to add a background inside this whole container. So in this background type, select classic. And I want to add an image. So in this image option, click on choose image. So in here, I'm going to select this picture. As you can see, it has added this whole picture over here. Isn't it looking amazing? Now from here in this position, we're going to make it center. Then in this attachment, we're going to make it fixed. Then in this repeat option, we're going to make it no repeat. And in this display size, I'm going to change it to cover. As you can see, this is looking quite amazing. And because in this attachment, we have selected this fixed, if we scroll down, it is giving this nice effect. Isn't it amazing? Okay. Now, after we have put it out this background, let's go to this advanced tab, unlink the padding. And on the right, we're going to put 20 pixels. And on the left, I'm going to put 20 pixels. After this, I want to add a heading inside here. So go over this plus icon. Just click on this heading. As you can see, it has added this heading over here. We're going to change the heading title from here. Okay, because of the color, we can't see it properly. So go inside the style tab. And in this text color, I'm going to change it to white. It is looking quite amazing. As you can see, it has already put it out, the heading, text, size and fonts from this primary. So we're not going to change it. Now let's go to this advanced tab, unlink the padding. And just on the bottom, I'm going to put 24 pixels. Okay, perfect. After that, I want to add a button. So go over this plus icon. Just click on this button. As you can see, it has added this button over here. Now let's change the text of this. Now let's go to the style tab. And first of all, we're going to change the text color from this color panel. I'm going to make the text color 787B6A. And in this background type, I'm going to select the color white. Now, as you can see, this is looking quite cool. Now in this padding option, I'm going to unlink it. And on the top, I'm going to put 17 pixels. Then on the right, I'm going to put 48 pixels. Then on the bottom, 17 pixels. And on the left, 48. This is looking quite better. I want to add a hover effect. So go over this hover option. First of all, in this text color, go over here and make it white. Then in this background type, go over this color panel and put the code 787B6A. As you can see, whenever we are going before this button, it is giving this nice hover effect. As you can see, the call to action section is absolutely done. Isn't it easy? Now let's make it responsive for every mode. Let's go to the laptop mode. As you can see in the laptop mode, we don't have to change a single thing. So let's move forward to the tablet mode. In this tablet mode, I'm going to change the size of this heading. So select this heading and go inside the style. Let's go inside this typography and make the size 48 pixels and the line height would be 60 pixels. And make sure you change it to pixels. This is looking quite good. After this, let's select this button and in the style tab, in this padding, I'm going to change the padding. So let's unlink the padding first. On the top, I'm going to put 12 pixels. On the right, 26 pixels. Then on the bottom, 12 pixels. And on the left, 26. Now these are looking perfect, but I want to make some changes inside this whole container. So let's go inside this call to action container. And from here, go to this layout. From here, we're going to change the min height to 401 pixels. It has made the whole picture like this and it is looking perfect. Now let's go inside the mobile mode. In this mobile mode, first of all, I'm going to change the heading size. So select this heading, go inside this typography, and I'm going to change the size to 40 pixels and the line height would be 52. Now I'm going to select this call to action container and I'm going to change the min height to 300 pixels. It is looking absolutely amazing. So the call to action section is absolutely done. Let's go back to our desktop mode. As you can see, the call to action section is absolutely done. Now I want to make the about section for our homepage. So for that, let's go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. First of all, we're going to change the width to 1240 pixels. Then we're going to make the direction to column. Then in this justify content, I'm going to make it center. And in this align items, I'm going to make it center. Let's make the gaps absolutely 0. Now let's go to this advanced tab. And from here, I'm going to make the padding absolutely 0. Now let's go inside this style tab. Inside this, I want to add a background color. So in this background type, select classic. And from here, go over here in this global colors and select this background. Okay, as you can see, it has added this background color. So on the top, I'm going to put 120 pixels. Then on the right, 20 pixels. Then on the bottom, 120 pixels. And on the left, 20 pixels. After that, I want to add a heading inside this. So go over this plus icon, drag this heading and drop it. As you can see, it has added this heading over here. Let's change the text. As you can see, it has given us this text. Now let's go over this style tab. As you can see, we have changed the text. Now in the style tab, you can see it has already put it out the size, colors, fonts and everything. I'm just going to make the alignment to center. As you can see, it has made the whole text in the center. It is looking quite amazing. Now let's go inside this typography and I'm going to make the size of it 48 pixels and the line height would be 60. So I'm not going to change it to anything. So now let's go to this advanced tab, unlink the padding and just on the bottom I'm going to put 32 pixels. Then I'm going to change the width of this heading. So in this width option, go over here, change it to custom and make it 912 pixels. It is looking absolutely amazing. After this heading, I want to take another container. So go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. As you can see, it has added this new container over here. So in this new container, first of all, I'm going to change the direction to column. Then I'm going to make the gaps absolutely 0. Then let's go inside this advanced tab. From here, unlink the padding. And on the top, I'm going to put 124 pixels. Then on the right, 20 pixels. Then on the bottom, 124 and the left, 20. After that, I want to take another container inside this container. So go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. In this new container, what I'm going to do is make the direction to row, then make the gaps absolutely 0. Okay, after making the gaps 0, let's go inside this advanced tab and make the padding 0. After this, I want to take another container. So inside this container, so go with this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. In here, we're going to make the gaps absolutely 0. Okay, let's go to this advanced tab and also make the padding 0. Now let's unlink the margin, and just on the right, I'm gonna put 201 pixels. Okay, perfect. After this, I want to add a heading inside this new container. So go over this plus icon and drag this heading. It has added this heading over here. So first of all, we're going to change the title. Okay, as you can see, we have added this heading over here. Now, as you might notice, it has already added the color, but we have to make some small changes. So let's go inside this typography. And first of all, I'm going to change the size to 96 pixels. Then I'm going to make the line height 95. Now in the line heights, I'm going to put 95 pixels. Then in the letter spacing, I'm going to make it minus 0.07. Okay, as you can see, this is looking like this. After this heading, I want to take another container. So let's close this container, right click on it and click on add new container. As you can see, it has given us a new container over here. But after adding this new container, this whole heading has gone like this. So all you have to do is select this heading, go over this heading and drag this arrow a little bit. It is perfectly fine. Now let's go over the second container. And in this new container, I'm going to make it 93%. Then I'm going to make the gaps absolutely 0. Now let's go to this advanced tab and make the padding 0. After that, I want to add a text editor inside this container. So go over this plus icon, drag this text editor and drop it. Inside this text editor, first of all, let's change the text from here. Okay, as you can see, it has added text over here. Now go inside this style tab. As you can see, it has already put it out the color, size and everything. So we don't have to do anything over here. So let's go to this advanced tab. From here, let's unlink the padding and just on the bottom, I'm going to put 16 pixels. As you can see, it has added this padding over here. Now I want more of these text editors after this. So all I'm going to do is go inside this text editor from the structure, right click on it and select duplicate. Now again, right click and duplicate. Okay, we have done 2 duplicates. Now let's select this second text editor and change the text from here. Okay, as you can see, we have changed the text. Now let's select this third text editor. Let's change the text from here. Okay, perfect. As you can see, it has changed the whole text and it is looking quite amazing. So if you select this second container where the whole heading is located, you will see in this advanced tab on the margin we had put it 201 pixels. We're going to decrease it a little bit. Okay, perfect. As you can see, the gaps looks much more better now. So after this text editor, I want to take a button. So all I'm going to do is go over this plus icon, drag this button and drop it right after this. As you can see, it has added this button over here. So first of all, let's change the text of this. Okay, now let's go to the style tab. From here, first of all, we're going to change the text color. So we're going to make it 7A, 7B, 6A. Okay, now let's go inside this background type and make it white. Okay, this is looking quite better now. Now from this border type, I'm going to change it to solid. Then in this border width, I'm going to make it 1 to every side. Okay, now let's give a border color from this border color. We're going to put the code 7A, 7B, 6A, 33. After this, we're going to make the border radius absolutely 0. Now let's unlink the padding from here and on the top we're going to put 16 pixels. Then on the right we're going to put 53 pixels. Then again 16 pixels and on the left 53. Okay, isn't it amazing? Now I want to make the hover effect. So go over this hover. First of all, in this text color, go inside this and make it white. Now in this background type, go over this color panel and put the code 7A, 7B, 6A. As you can see, it has given this hover effect right over here. Isn't it amazing? As the button is completely done, I want to take a picture. So for that, what I'm going to do is close this whole container. Now go over this plus icon. Just click on this image. As you can see, it has added this image inside this container. I don't want it, so what I'm going to do is drag this image before this container like this. Now close this container. Drag this image after this container. As you can see, it has added this image over here. Now click on this choose image. From here, I'm going to choose this image. So click on select. Now, as you can see, it has added this picture over here. Now let's go to this advanced tab. From here, in this position option, I'm going to make it absolute. As you can see, it has become totally absolute. Now in this horizontal orientation, I'm going to make it minus 100 pixels. And in this vertical orientation, first of all, we're going to make it bottom. And in this offset, we're going to put minus 748 pixels. Now if you scroll down, you can see it has added this image over here. Okay. Now after this whole container, I want to take another container. So first of all, let's close this whole container. And after this, what I'm going to do is right click on this container and click on add new container. As you can see, it has added this new container over here. In this new container, first of all, I'm going to make the direction to row, then make the gaps absolutely 0. Now let's go over this advanced tab. First of all, I'm going to make the margin unlinked, and just on the top, we're going to put 60 pixels. Okay, now let's make the padding 0 as well. Okay, perfect. Now I want to take another container. So go over this plus icon and drag this container over here. As we have taken a new container, in this layout option, you will find the option called container layout. If you go over this flex box and select grid, you can see it has given you this grid option where you can actually add many rows and columns at the same time. But if we select it to the flex box, it can only give you one row or one column. But if we select the grid, it gives you multiple rows at the same time, multiple columns. After selecting the grid, what I'm going to do, in the column, I'm going to make it 3, and in the row, I'm just going to make it 1. So as you can see in this grid, there are 3 columns and 1 rows. Now inside this grid, first of all, I want to add a picture. So go over this plus icon and click on this picture. As you can see, it has added this image inside this grid. So go over this choose image. From here, I'm going to choose this picture and click on select. As you can see, it has added this image over here. Now go inside the style tab and make the width 100%. Okay, now the height would be 263 pixels. Okay, now from this object picked, select cover. Perfect. Now I want to take another picture inside this. So go over this plus icon, just click on this picture. As you can see, it has added this image over here. Now go over this choose image. From here, I'm going to choose this picture. Now click on select. As you can see, it has added this image over here. So as you can see, it is showing a small padding inside this whole container. Now go inside this grid, go inside this advanced tab and make the padding absolute 0. Okay, as you can see, it is not showing any padding here. Now let's go inside this second image. Go inside this advanced tab and make the padding 0. Okay, after that, I want to take another picture over here. So go over this plus icon. Just click on this image. As you can see, it has added this image over here. So click on this choose image. Now from here, I'm going to select this picture. So click on select. As you can see, it has added this image over here. Now go inside the style tab, make the width 100% and make the height 565 pixels. As you can see, this is going like this and it is giving a nice look, isn't it? So the about section of our homepage is absolutely completed and it is looking quite amazing. Now let's make it responsive for every mode. Let's go to the laptop mode. As you can see in the laptop mode, we don't have to fix anything. These are all looking really good. Now let's go to the tablet mode directly. As you can notice, we don't have to change many things in the tablet mode. All we gotta do is make this heading a little bit of smaller. So select this heading, go inside this typography, and I'm gonna make it 48 pixels. And the line height would be 60 pixels. Okay, this is looking perfect. Now if we scroll down, everything looks perfect. Now let's go to this mobile mode. In this mobile mode, as you can see, this heading looks too much big. So let's select this heading. Go inside this typography. We're going to make the size of it 40 pixels and the line height would be 52 pixels. Now let's select this heading, go inside this typography, make it also 40 pixels and the line height 52. And as you can see, this is looking quite better. As you can see, this is fixed right over here. Now let's go to this advanced tab, unlink the padding, and just on the bottom, I'm going to put 15 pixels. Now if you scroll down, you will see this whole picture is going before these pictures. So let's select this picture. From this advanced tab, if you scroll down, you will find the responsive option. Go over here and make it hide on the mobile portrait. Okay, it is gone now. Now if you scroll down, all of these are looking amazing. So we have made the whole About section responsive for every mode. Isn't it amazing? So as the About section is completely done, I want to make the Review section. But don't worry, we're not going to be making it from scratch. I have already made the whole Review section for you. So it's a small gift from me. So to get the template of that Review section, all you have to do is go inside this folder icon. From here, if you go to this Templates option and go inside this Upload and click on Select File, you might remember we have downloaded all of the resources from the JFD website. So this was the Moments asset. If you just double click on it, this was the picture we were all using all over the website. And this is the templates. If you go inside this templates, you will see there is the Review section template. If you select this and select Open, now it is taking confirmation from you. Just select Continue. As you can see, it has added this Review section over here. All you gotta do is click on this Insert and select Apply. As you can see, it has reloaded this page, and in here it is showing some default text, so I don't need it. All I'm gonna do is go over this page settings, scroll down. From this page layout, select Elementor Canvas. Now if you scroll down, as you can see, it has added the Review section over here. You can see this is the heading over here, then these are the pictures, and it is looking quite cool actually. And these pictures also looking quite cool. You can customize this as you want. Suppose if you select this heading, you can change the text of this heading from here. Also, you can just click on any of this picture, and if you go over this Choose Image, you can change this picture as well. Also, you can change this icon. Just click on this icon and you can go to this icon library of the Elementor. You can choose any icon from here. Also, if you go over this Upload SVG, you can upload your own icon as well. So isn't it great? So the whole home page of ours is absolutely done. Now let's scroll up. Isn't it amazing? Let's go check out our front end. So go over this preview changes. As you can see, this is the front end of our website. If you scroll down, and this is the feature section. This is the contact section. This is the about section. And lastly, the review section. Isn't it amazing? And as you can see in the review section, I've also put some slides. So if you select on this slides, it's changing the slides. Isn't it amazing? Now let's go back to our Elementor. Now I want to make my portfolio page. So click on this add page and I'm going to make the title portfolio. Now click on publish and publish. After it's being published, now click on edit with Elementor. As you can see, we are in our Elementor's page builder. Now I don't want these default text, so all I have to do is click on this page settings. Scroll down, you'll find the page layout. Go over here, click on Elementor's canvas. Okay, it has given us a brand new page. Now I want to start making my portfolio page. So first of all, I'm going to take a container and drop it. In this container, I'm going to make the width of it 1240 pixels. Then the direction would be column and make the gaps absolutely 0. And in the justify content, I'm going to make it center. And in the line items, I'm going to make it center. After that, I'm going to go to this style tab. From here, I want to add a background. So from this background type, select classic. And from this color, go over here. In this global colors, I'm going to select this background color. It has added this beige color over here. Perfect. Now go over this advanced tab and unlink the padding. On the top, I'm going to put 64 pixels. Then on the right, I'm going to put 20 pixels. Then on the bottom, I'm going to put 0 pixels. And on the left, I'm going to put 20 pixels. After this, I want to add a heading inside this container. So go over this plus icon, drag this heading and drop it. In this new heading, let's change the title of this first. Okay, now let's go to the style tab. From here, it has already put it out the color, font, style and everything. So I don't have to do much. Now go over this advanced tab. And from here, I'm going to unlink the padding and just on the bottom, I'm going to put 12 pixels. After this, I want to add an image. So go over this plus icon, drag this image and drop it after this heading. Okay, it has added this image over here. Now click on this choose image. From here, I'm going to select this image. Click on select. It has added this image over here. Now go to the style tab and I'm going to make the width 201 pixels. After this image, I want to add a text editor. So go over this plus icon and drag this text editor and drop it after this image. Okay, let's change the text of this text editor. Okay, now let's go to the style tab and in this alignment, we're going to make it center. Perfect. Now let's go to this advanced tab and I'm going to make the padding unlinked and just on the top, I'm going to put 18 pixels. Now I'm going to change the width. So from this width, go over here, select custom. I'm going to make it 710 pixels. After this text editor is completed, I want to add an image. So go over this plus icon, click on this image. As you can see, it has added this image over here. Now go over to choose the picture. From here, I'm going to select this picture. Click on select. As you can see, it has added this picture over here. Now in this picture, what I'm going to do is go over this advanced tab and make the position absolute. So as you can see, it has made it to absolute. Now in this vertical orientation, I'm going to make it 2. That's it. Now I want another image. So what I'm going to do is go over this image in the structure, right click on it and select duplicate. So it has duplicated the image. What I'm going to do is go over this advanced tab and just here, I'm going to change the horizontal orientation to right. So as you can see, it has changed the position over here. Now go over here, go over this content and let's change the image from here. I want to select this image. As you can see, it has added this image over here. After this is completed, I want to take a container. So let's close this container. So as this container is fully done, I want to take another container. So go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. As you can see, it has added this new container over here. In this new container, first of all, I'm going to make the width 1240 pixels. Then the direction to column and the gaps 0. Then go to the style tab. Select this background type classic. I want to give a background color, so go over here and select background. Now go inside this advanced tab. From here, I'm going to unlink the padding. And on here, first of all, on the top, I'm going to put 102 pixels. On the right, 20 pixels. On the bottom, 92 pixels. And on the left, 20 pixels. Perfect. So after this, I want to take a container inside this container. So go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. So in this container, first of all, in this content layout, I'm going to go over here and select grid. Okay, so the columns are 3 and the rows are 2. Okay, now in this gaps option, let's unlink it. And on the column, I'm going to make it 16 pixels. And on the row, I'm going to make it 32. So inside this grid container, I want to take another container. So go over this plus icon, drag this container. It has added this container over here. So inside this container, I want the exact same portfolio container like the home page. So we don't have to actually make it. All we gotta do is go over this portfolio, then go inside this home. Now select save and leave. As we can see, we are in the home page. So if we scroll down, I want these exact portfolio sections in my portfolio page. So all I'm going to do is select this whole container. From here, right click on it and select copy. Now go over this home again, then go inside this portfolio. Click on save and leave. As we can see, we are back to our portfolio page and in here inside this container, so select this container. In this container, what I'm gonna do is right click on it and just select paste. I know this looks a little bit of messy, but in this layout option, if we change the width to 100%, it has fixed the whole container. So I want these cards in here too. So what I'm gonna do is go over here, go inside this home page, click on save and leave. Now if you scroll down, what I'm gonna do is select this one, right click on it and select copy. Now let's go inside this portfolio. And in here, first of all, let's go inside this grid. Let's select this container. Now in here, I'm gonna take another container. So go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. In here, what I'm gonna do is right click on it and
Paste.
select. As you can see, it has added this over here. So we have to fix the width of this 100%. Okay, perfect. As you can see, this is looking quite good, but we have to fix the paddings. Let's go inside this container, go inside this advanced tab and make the padding 0. As you can see, this is looking quite good. Now we don't have to copy the cards again and again and paste it. All we can do is select this container, right click on it and select duplicate. Okay, again right click and duplicate. I want to make 9 copies of this, so let's fast forward the video. As you can see, I have duplicated it for 9 times. So in here, you can change all of these contents. All you gotta do is click on this picture. You can change the picture from this choose image. So go over here. I'm gonna select this picture and click on select. As you can see, it has added this picture over here. You can also change the heading, also the text editor. Just click on this, and from this title, you can change the heading. Also from this text editor, you can change the text editor from here. So we're going to change every one of the contents, like I'm going to change this picture, go over this choose image, select this picture and click on select. As you can see, it has changed the picture. Now from here, you can actually change the heading and also the text editor. So I'm going to fast forward the video and change all of these quickly. As you can see, we have completed all of the pictures, contents, and their hashtags, which means text editors. Now, after this section, I want to make another section. So for that, what I'm going to do is close all of these containers one by one. Okay, after this section, what I'm going to do is scroll down and in here, go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. So we're going to make the width of this container 1240 pixels. Then I'm going to make the direction to row and the gaps 0. Now let's go to the style tab. I want to give a background color. So from this background type, go over this classic and go over this global colors. From here, I'm going to select the white color. As you can see, it has added this white background color. Now let's go to this advanced tab and unlink the padding. From here on the top, I'm going to put 124 pixels, then write 20 pixels, then on the bottom, 124 pixels, and on the left, 20 pixels. After that, I want to add another container inside this. So go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. In this new container, first of all, I'm going to change the width to pixels and make it 284 pixels. Now I'm going to make the gaps 0. Now let's go to this advanced tab and unlink the padding. In here on the top, I'm going to put 120 pixels. Now I want to add a heading. So go over this plus icon and drag this heading and drop it. Okay, inside this heading, first of all, let's change the title from here. Okay, as you can see, we have changed the text over here. Now I want to take another container after this container. So close this container from the structure, right click on it and select add new container. As you can see, it has added this new container over here. In this new container, first of all, I'm going to make the width 20%. Okay. Now in the direction, I'm going to make it to row and the gaps absolute 0. After that, let's go to this advanced tab and unlink the margin. In this margin on the left, I'm going to put 115 pixels. Okay. Now in this size option, I'm just going to choose this grow. After this, I want to take another container inside this. So go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. In this new container, I'm just going to make the gaps 0. Okay. After that, I'm going to go to this advanced tab and make the padding 0. Now I'm going to take an image inside this container. So go over this plus icon, drag this image and drop it. So it has added this image over here. So go to this choose image. I'm going to choose this image, click on select. As you can see, it has added this image over here. Now let's go to the style tab. And from here, I'm going to make the alignment to left. Now I'm going to change the width to pixels and make it 397 pixels. And the height would be 457 pixels. Now in this object fit, go inside this and select cover. Perfect. Now let's go inside this advanced tab and unlink the padding. Now in this bottom, I'm going to put 23 pixels. Now I want to add a heading after this image. So go over this plus icon and in this heading, just click on it. Okay, it has added this heading over here. So let's change the title from here. Now let's go to the style tab. And from this global fonts, I'm going to change it heading 36. Okay, perfect. After that, let's go to this advanced tab and unlink the padding. In here on the bottom, I'm going to put 8 pixels. After this heading, I want to take a text editor. So go over this plus icon, click on this text editor. As you can see, it has added this text editor over here. Now in this text editor, first of all, let's change the text. Okay, now let's go to the style tab. And in here, let's go inside this text. I'm going to select this text too. Now go inside this text color and I'm going to select the color grayish brown 50%. Okay, perfect. Now let's go to this advanced tab and unlink the padding. On the bottom of this padding, I'm going to put 40 pixels. Okay, now I want to add another image. So go inside this and drag this image and drop it right over here. So it has added this image over here. Now go over this choose image. I'm going to select this picture. Click on select. Now in this picture, go to the style tab and make the alignment left. Change the width to 397 pixels. Okay, and the height would be 457 pixels. Now in this object fit, select cover. Okay, now after this, let's go to this advanced tab. From here, unlink the padding. And just on the bottom, I'm going to put 23 pixels. Now I want to take a heading, so go over this plus icon, and drag this heading and drop it. So in this heading, first of all, let's change the text. I want this heading exact the style of this rosy colored heading. So all I'm going to do is select this heading, right click on it and select copy. Now select this heading, right click on it and select paste style. As you can see, it has made exactly the heading this style. Now I want to take another text editor. So go over this plus icon and drag this text editor. Okay, let's change the title of this. Now I want this text editor exactly the style of this one. So let's select this text editor, go over here, right click on it and select copy. Now go inside this, right click on it and select paste style. Okay, it has made the text editor just like this one. Isn't it amazing? Now let's close all of these containers. Close this container. So this is the whole container. Now I want to take another container beside this. So I don't have to make it again. All I'm going to do is right click on it and select duplicate. As you can see, it has added this new container over here. But we have to make the padding 0. So go over this advanced tab, make the padding 0. So as we have made this container's padding 0, I'm going to make this container's padding 0 as well. So select this container. Go in the advanced tab and make the padding 0. Okay. Now in this container, if you go over this advanced tab, on the top, I want to put 132 pixels. So as you can see, it has added this gap over here. Now let's change the picture and the text of these. So let's click on this picture, go over this choose image. I'm going to select this picture, click on select. Now let's change this picture. So click on this picture and go over this choose image. I'm going to select this picture, so click on select. As you can see, you can change the pictures like this. Also, you can change the heading like this from this title. So I'm going to change it. So that's why I'm going to fast forward the video a little. As you can see, we have already finished our whole team section and it is looking quite good. We have changed these pictures as well, also these headings. Now I want to make my call to action section over here. But as you might remember, we have already created our call to action section in the home page. So we don't have to make it again. All we gotta do is go over this portfolio, select this home page. So it has brought us to the home page. Now if you scroll down, you can see this is the call to action section. Now let's select this section, right click on it and select copy. Now let's go over this home page and select portfolio. As you can see, it has brought us to the portfolio page. Now if you scroll down, just in here, if you just right click on it and select paste, it has pasted the whole call to action section. Isn't it amazing? So congratulations, the whole portfolio page is done, from this portfolio sections to all of these portfolios to our call to action section. Isn't it amazing? I want to add the single portfolio, which means in here, whenever someone click on these portfolios, they will go to the single portfolio, to this exact portfolio. So let's create the single portfolio. Just click on this publish. Go over this Elementor logo and click on exit to WordPress. Now go inside this WordPress logo. From here, as you can see that this is the home page and this is the portfolio page. Now go over this add page option. From here, we're going to make the title of this single portfolio. Okay, now click on publish and publish. Now it's being published. Now let's click on edit with Elementor. It has brought us to the Elementor's page builder. We don't need this default text, so let's go over this page settings. Scroll down in this page layout. Go over this Elementor canvas. Now you don't have to worry that you have to make the whole single portfolio page from scratch. I've already made that for you and it is 100% responsive. So for that, all you gotta do is go over this file section. Go inside this templates and inside, if you just click on this import icon and click on select file, you can see this is the file we have downloaded earlier in the video. Go inside this and go inside this templates. Inside it, you will see the portfolio single template. Just select it and click on open. Now click on continue. As you can see, it has added this portfolio single page template. Now click on insert. Now select apply. As you can see, it has added the whole single portfolio page. Isn't it amazing? As you can see, there's some default text. So go over this page settings, go inside this page layout and select Elementor canvas. Now this is the whole single portfolio section. These are looking quite amazing. You can change every content from this. So all you gotta do, suppose if you wanna change this heading, click on this heading and from this title, let's say we're gonna change it to Ethan's and Leah's wedding. You can change it like that. Also, if you click on this picture, you can change any picture from here. All you have to do is click on it and from this choose image, go over here. You can change it to any picture you want. Suppose you want to change it to this picture. Just click on select. As you can see, it has changed the whole picture. Just like that, you can change the whole pictures. Also in there, you can find this whole call to action page. You can also change the color, font and this heading. Now what I want is I want to make it link to our portfolio page. So don't worry. All we gotta do is click on this publish. Go over the single portfolio and go inside this portfolio. So what I want is whenever someone in our website click on any portfolio over here, they will go directly to the single portfolio page. So for that, all we have to do is select this whole container. Scroll down, you'll find the additional option. In this HTML tag, go inside this default and select a link. Now you can add a link over here. So if you just type over here, single portfolio. As you can see, it is showing the single portfolio page. So if you just click on it, it has added the link to this. So whenever someone will click on this portfolio, they will go directly to the single portfolio page. So let's give it a try. So click on this publish and click on this preview changes. So in here, we have added the link over here. So we're just going to click on it. And as you can see, it has directly taken us to the single portfolio page. Isn't it amazing? Now let's go back to our Elementor. You can do this to every single portfolio over here. Suppose if you want to make a link to this one, so select this one, go over this additional option, HTML tag to a link, and in this link option, you can actually make it link to the single portfolio. Just search for single portfolio. There we go. It has linked it to the single portfolio. And also in the single portfolio, you can change the heading, text editor, pictures, everything. So you can make and customize the whole single portfolio over and over again for every single portfolio. Isn't it amazing? But you don't have to import it every single time. Let me show you how you can do it over and over again. Suppose if you want to import it over here, just go over this. And as we have already imported the template, all you got to do is go over here and click on insert. And now click on apply. As you can see, it has already imported the template. We didn't have to import it again and again. Now let's delete this. Okay, now click on publish. So the portfolio page and the single portfolio page is absolutely done. Now I want to make the pricing page of our website. So go over this Elementor logo, click on exit to WordPress. Go over this WordPress logo. Now in this pages option, click on add page. And in here, we're going to make the title pricing. Okay, now click on publish and publish. So it's being published now. Now click on edit with Elementor. So in here, you can see it is giving some default text. So we know what to do. Go over this page settings. In here in this page layout, go over here and select Elementor canvas. Okay, we got a fresh clean page. Now don't worry, we're not going to make the pricing page again from the scratch. I have already made that for you. So all we got to do is import that template. So you know what to do. Go over this folder icon. Go inside this template. Now click on this import and click on select file. As you can see, this is the file we have downloaded. Go inside this templates and we're going to select price page template. Now click on continue. As you can notice, it has added price page template over here. All you have to do is click on insert and select apply. As you can see, it has imported the whole pricing section. Now, if you scroll down, you can see there are different price plans. From here, you can change anything from this price by changing this title. Also, this price plan name by changing the text editor. From here, you can also change these items as well. So if you click on it, you can also add item by click on add item. Also, you can customize this by clicking on it and double click on it and change the whole text from here. So you can customize this with anything you want. Now, if you scroll down, you will see more sections like these, and you can also change this pictures, offers like this. So if you just click on this picture, from here, you can choose image from here. This is the call to action section. You can change also the picture from here, also this heading and this contact button. So isn't it amazing? And it is also responsive for every mode. Let's go check out. So this is the laptop mode. This is the tablet mode. And this is the mobile mode. Okay, let's go back to the desktop mode. Now click on publish over here. Okay, lastly, in this website, I want to make the about page. So go over this Elementor logo and click on exit to WordPress. Now click on this WordPress logo. Now from here, all we have to do is click on this add page. And I'm going to make the title of this about page. Great. Now click on publish and publish. Now click on this edit with Elementor. So as you can see, we are in the Elementor's page builder and there are some default text over here. So all we're gonna do is go over this page settings and in this page layout, go inside this and select Elementor canvas. As you can see, it has given us a clear page over here. Now you don't have to worry about anything because I'm gonna give you the free template of the about page of ours. So I've already made this for you and I've already made this responsive. All you gotta do is go over this folder icon, go inside this templates. From here, if you go inside this uploads and click on select file, from here, you can see this is the file we have downloaded earlier. So go inside this and go inside the templates. From here, we're going to select this about page. So select this and click on open. Now click on continue. As you can see, it has added this about page template over here. So all we're going to do is click on this insert and now choose apply. So as you can see, it has given us the whole about page template. As you can see, this is the whole about page hero section. There are a lot of amazing pictures. There are lots of amazing text editor, heading, and a lot of stuff. From here, you can change over anything and you can customize it as you want. So suppose you want to change this heading, just click on this heading. And from this title, you can change it from here. Or suppose if you want to change this picture, so all you gotta do is click on this picture, go over this choose image, and you can choose any picture from here. Now if you scroll down, you can see this is our moments section and these are looking quite amazing. Now again, if you scroll down, you'll see the team section and these are also looking quite amazing. And this is call to action section. Isn't it amazing? Now all we're gonna do is go over this publish and click on publish. Now this about page is being published in the front end of our website. Now the last part of our website making, I'm gonna make the contact page for our website. So go over this Elementor logo and select exit to WordPress. From here, go over this WordPress logo. As you can see in the pages option, we have made the home page, then the portfolio, then a single portfolio, then the pricing plan, also the about page. Now we're going to create the contact page. So go over this and click on add page. And from here, we're going to make the title contact. Okay, now click on publish and again publish. Perfect. Now click on edit with Elementor. So as you can see, we are in the Elementor's page builder. Here are some default text. So go over this page settings, scroll down in this page layout, go inside this and select Elementor canvas. So we got this plain page over here. Now I want to make the hero section of our contact page, but the hero section of our contact page is a lot like the hero section of our portfolio. So what we're gonna do is go over this contact and go inside this portfolio page. Now choose save and leave. We are on our portfolio page and this is the hero section. All we're gonna do is select this whole container, right click on it and select copy. Now go over this portfolio and select this contact page. Now click on save and leave. Now in here in the contact page, if you just right click on here and click on paste, it has pasted the whole hero section of our portfolio. Isn't it amazing? Now in this contact page, I don't want this text editor. So all I'm going to do is click on this and right click on here and select delete. Okay, perfect. Now I want to change the heading of this. So select this heading and from this title, I'm going to change it to my copied text. There we go. I have changed the text from here. Now I'm going to change the picture of this. So select this picture, go over this choose image. From here, I'm going to select this picture. So click on select. As you can see, it has added this picture over here. Now go to this advanced tab. And from here in this absolute, I'm going to change it. So in here in this vertical orientation, in this offset, I'm going to make it -50. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to select this picture and I'm going to change this picture from this choose image. Scroll down. From here, I'm going to select this picture. So click on select. As you can see, we got our picture over here. Now go inside this advanced tab, scroll down, and in this vertical orientation, I'm gonna make it -50. Perfect. This is looking quite cool actually, isn't it? Now let's select this heading. After this heading, I want some distance over here. So go inside this advanced tab, padding option. On the bottom, I'm going to make it 32 pixels. Now I want to add a padding inside this whole container. So go over this and go inside this advanced tab. And in this padding on the top, I'm going to put 72 pixels. Then on the bottom, I'm going to put 81 pixels. Okay, better. This is looking actually quite good, isn't it? Now let's start making our contact section. So let's close this container. And in here, I'm going to take a new container. So go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. In this container, I'm going to rename it to contact section. So in this container, the width is already 1240 pixels. I'm going to make the direction to column. Okay, after that, let's go to this advanced tab and unlink the padding. And on here, on the top, I'm going to put 112 pixels. Then on the right, 20 pixels. Then on the bottom, 112 pixels. And on the left, 20 pixels. Now I want to take another container inside this contact section. So go over this plus icon and drag this container. So we got a new container over here. In this new container, first of all, I'm going to make the direction to row. Now I want to add a background color. So go inside the style tab, select this classic. From this global colors, I'm going to select this background color. Now after this, let's go to this advanced tab. And on the padding, I'm going to put 56 pixels every side. Okay, as you can see, it has added this padding over here. Now I want to take another container inside this container. So go over this plus icon and drag this container. In this new container, I'm going to make the width of this 30%. Let's go to this advanced tab. And in this advanced tab, first of all, let's unlink the margin. And just on the right, I'm going to put 68 pixels. Now in this size option, I'm going to choose grow. After this container is done, I want to add a heading container. So go inside this plus icon, drag this heading and drop it. Okay, I'm going to change the heading title from here. Okay, perfect. As you can see, for the global colors and font, it has already put it the color and the fonts. So let's go to this advanced tab. And from here, first of all, we're going to unlink the padding. And just on the bottom, I'm going to put 48 pixels. After this heading is done, now I want to take a form inside this container. So go over this plus icon and in the search widget, search for Metform. This is the Metform widget. Just click on it. As you can see, it has added this form section over here. Now to create the form for our contact page, go inside this edit form. As you can see, there are two options, select form and create a new one. As we are creating a new form, so click on this new one and select a blank page. Now click on edit form. So after clicking on edit form, it will take you to a new outlet where you can design your whole form inside a new page. So in here, first of all, we're going to take a container. So in this search widget, search for container. Oh, there we go. Let's take this container and drop it. In this container, first of all, we're going to make the direction to row. After that, I'm going to take another container. So go over this plus icon, search for container and drag it. So inside this container, I'm going to change the width to 50%. Okay, perfect. What I'm going to do is go over this advanced tab, unlink the margin. And just on the right of this margin, I'm going to put 24 pixels. After that, I want to take an input inside this container. So go over this plus icon. From here, you will see there are lots of inputs over here. So these are all the inputs for form. We can use any of these in our forms. So I want the input which is first name listing input. So if you scroll down, this is the first name listing input. If you just click on it, you can see it has given you the input. This is the label of this input and this is the placeholder. So in this label, basically you put out your requirements like name, email, address, etc. people actually put out their information in the placeholder. In this content option, there are lots of options. So in here, in this show label, if we just make it no, this is not showing any label right now. Now in this placeholder, I'm going to change then content of this placeholder. So I'm going to delete the listing from here. Okay, perfect. Now if you go to the setting option, you will see a required option. So this required means anyone who will be filling out your form is this section is required to fill, or they can skip it. So I'm just going to make it yes, because the name is the most important part of a form, right? Okay, now let's go to the style tab. From the style tab, you will see a lot of options like label, input, placeholder. In this label, this is the required indicator color. This is the warning text color. So whenever someone skips this part of this form, they will see a red mark. We're going to go inside this input. In this input, first of all, we're going to unlink the padding, and just on the right, I'm going to put 10 pixels. Then bottom, I'm going to put 16 pixels. And on the left, I'm going to put 32 pixels. Then I'm going to make the margin absolute 0. Okay, in this input color, I'm going to go over this global colors and select primary. Okay, now in this background type, I'm going to select classic. And from this color, go over this color panel. And you can choose any color from here like this. All you got to do is select this second knob from here and drag it to left. So no matter which color you pick from here, if you drag the second knob to the left, it will give you this color. After this, we're going to scroll down, and in here, you will find the typography. Go inside this typography. And first of all, we're going to change the font to DM Sans. There we go. Now we're going to make the font size 18 pixels, and the weight would be 400. And the line height would be 26. And we're not going to put any letter spacing, so let's delete it. I know you can't see the letters properly, but don't worry, we're going to fix this. So let's close this typography. Now let's go inside this placeholder. You might remember that we have already deleted the input section. We have added the placeholder. It means they won't see any label, right? So in this placeholder, go inside this typography and change the font to DM Sans. There we go. Now let's make it 18 pixels. Then we're going to change the weight to 400, and the line height would be 26 pixels. And let's delete the letter spacing. As you can see, after changing the typography in the placeholder, it has shown the text like this. Isn't it amazing? Now let's close this typography. So inside this color, go inside this global colors and select primary color. Now let's go to this advanced tab. So in this advanced tab, I want to give a border after this text. So all I'm going to do is scroll down, and in here you will find the border option. So select it. And in here, I'm going to select this border type to solid. And then let's make this border width unlinked. And on the bottom, I'm going to put 1. Okay, in this border color, go over here. I'm going to put the color code 787B6A1F. Now this is absolutely done. As you can see, the first name is looking quite nice, and it has given a border over here. After this container is done, I want to add an icon beside this first name. So go over this plus icon, search for icon. There we go. Now click on this icon. As you can see, it has added this icon over here. So from here, if you click on upload SVG, I'm going to select this icon. So click on it and click on insert media. As you can see, it has inserted this icon over here. Now let's go inside the style tab. And from here, first of all, we're going to change the size of this. So we're going to make the icon size 20. Now let's go to this advanced tab, and we're going to go inside this position and select absolute. Perfect. And now in this position absolute area, in this vertical orientation, we're just going to make it 2. As you can see, it has placed it right over here. So this first name listing is looking quite amazing. Now I want an exact container beside this first name container. So all I'm going to do is close this whole container, select this, right click on it and select duplicate. As you can see, it has duplicated the whole container over here. Now let's go inside this, select this first name, and from this placeholder, I'm going to change the name to last name. Okay, perfect. Now this whole 2 containers are done. Now let's close this both of this container. Now I want this same container in here. So what I'm gonna do is select this whole container, right click on it, select copy. Now in here, what I'm gonna do is right click and paste. As you can see, it has pasted the whole container over here. Now let's go inside this new container, go inside the second container. So in here, I want to add an email input. So all I'm gonna do is go with this plus icon, click on this email. As you can see, it has added this email input over here. So first of all, let's make it no. Now I want this whole email input just like this one, like the color, font, background color, padding and everything. So what I'm gonna do is select this first name listing, right click on it, copy this. Now let's select this email, right click on it and select paste style. As you can see, it has made the whole email input like this. Isn't it amazing? Now let's delete this first name listing. This is looking quite cool, isn't it? I wanted to say enter email, so what I'm gonna do is go inside this email. In this placeholder, I'm gonna make it enter your email. Okay, perfect. Now I want to change the icon from here. So let's go over this icon. From here, click on upload SVG. Now from here, I'm going to choose this email icon. So click on it and click on select. As you can see, it has added this email icon over here. Now let's go inside this. So in here, in this placeholder, I'm going to change the input to subject. Okay, perfect. Now let's go over this icon. Let's change the icon from here. Click on upload SVG. From here, we're going to select this icon. So click on it and click on insert media. As you can see, it has added this icon over here. So I want to make it white. So go over this style tab. From here in this primary color, we're going to choose the white color. Now I want a gap between these two. So all I'm going to do is select this second container. Go over this advanced tab, unlink the margin. And just on the top, I'm going to put 47 pixels. Now I want another container like this. So all I'm going to do is select the second container, right click on it and select duplicate. As you can see, it has duplicated the whole container. And from this whole container, go inside this new container, go inside the second container and make the width 100%. And let's delete this second container from here. I want to change the input. So go over this plus icon, click on this text input. As you can see, it has added this text input over here. I want this text input exactly like this email input. So I'm going to select this email, right click on it and select copy. Select this text, right click on it and select paste style. It has pasted the style. Now in this content option, show the label to no. Now let's delete this email input from here. As you can see, it has added this text input and it is looking quite good. Now let's change the icon. So go over this icon and in this icon, click on upload SVG. From here, we're going to select this icon, click on insert media. As you can see, it has added this icon over here. Now let's go to the style tab and from here, go inside this primary color and select white. Okay, perfect. Now this text input is looking quite amazing. Now let's close this last container. Let's close all of these containers one by one. Okay, this is the third container. Now I want to take another container like this. Right click on this container and select duplicate. As you can see, it has added this new container over here. Go inside this new container. Go inside this second container. In here, I want to add another input. So go over this plus icon. From here, I want to add the input text area. So scroll down. You will find this text area input. So click on this. So as you can see, it has added this text area input like this. Oh, don't worry. All we're going to do is drag this inside this container. Okay. Now it has fixed it. Now in this text area input, in the show label, let's make it no. Now we're going to copy the style of this text. So go over this text, right click on it, select copy. Now select this text area input, right click and select paste style. Now let's delete this text input. Okay, as you can see, it has added this text area over here. Now let's change the icon. So select this icon, go over this and select upload SVG. I'm going to select this icon. So click on it and click on insert media. Okay, there we go. Now in this text area, I'm going to change the placeholder name to messages. Okay, perfect. Now lastly, I want to add a button. All I'm going to do is go over this plus icon, click on this submit button. As you can see, it has added this submit button over here. In this button, first of all, we're going to make the button alignment justified. Okay, then let's change the text of this from this label. Okay, we have changed the text. Now go over the style tab. In here, first of all, we're going to change the color of this. In this background type, we're going to select classic, and in this background color, go inside this global colors and select primary. As you can see, this is looking quite cool. Now I want to add a hover effect inside this button. So go over this hover, and in this text color, go inside this global colors and select primary. And in this background type, select it and select white color. Now whenever we're going over this button, it is giving a nice hover effect. Isn't it amazing? Now as you can see, the whole form section is absolutely done. All we're going to do is click on publish. So the form is published now. Now click on update and close. As you can see, it has added the whole form inside this. Isn't it looking cool? If you see over here, you can put out your information. So whenever someone is visiting our website, they can fill out this form. And if they click on send message, the message will be sent to us. And we will get the notification in our WordPress dashboard. But it is quite hard because every time someone will be filling out this form, we have to go inside the WordPress to get that notification or to know there is even a notification or not. So to get the notification directly to your email, there is a solution. So let's go inside this edit form again. Click on edit form. In these options, there is the enter email. You will see in the content option, there is an option called name, which is a special name, mf-email. So this name is really important because what we're going to do, we're going to need this. So if you go inside this form settings, go inside this notifications and select yes. You will see this whole options. So whenever someone is submitting their email and filling out their form, if you want directly notified in your email, you can fill out these options. So in this email subject, you can put out the subject, which is portfolio website. Now in this email too, you have to put out your own email where you want to get notified. So I'm going to put my email. And in this email form, we have to give that name, which was mf-email. So let's just click on Save Changes. And in here, in this name option, just copy this name. Go inside this form settings again. And in here, in this email form, if you just paste the code and also paste the name over here, whenever someone will be filling out that form, you will get notified in your email of yours because we have put it out this email form name, which is mf-email. Now click on Save Changes. Okay, perfect. Now click on Update and Close. As you can see, the whole form section is done. After this form section, I want to take another container. So let's close this container and right click on it and select Duplicate. As you can see, it has added this whole container. So it has duplicate all of the content. So I don't need this. Go inside this container and delete this heading and form. Okay, inside this new container, I want to add an image. So go inside plus icon. Click on this image. As you can see, it has added this image over here. Go over this choose image. So I'm going to choose this image. So click on select. As you can see, it has added this image over here. Now let's go to the style tab and make the width of this 100%. Then make the height of this 600 pixels. Perfect. In this object fit, select cover. Absolutely perfect. As you can see, the whole contact section is absolutely done. Isn't it amazing? Now after this, I want to add a map section. So let's close this contact section. Go over here, go over this plus icon, drag this container and drop it. As you can see, this has added this new container. So let's make the content width full width. Okay, perfect. Now let's make the direction to column. Okay, perfect. Now let's go inside the style tab and go over this classic. Let's give a background color. After giving the background color, let's go inside this advanced tab and learning the padding. Just on the top, we're going to put 112 pixels. Then on the right, 20 pixels. Then again, 112 pixels. And on the left, 20 pixels. After that, I want to add the map over here. So go over this plus icon and search for map. So this is the Google Maps. Just click on it. As you can see, it has added this map over here. In this location, you can put out any location. Right now, I'm not going to change it. In this zoom option, I'm just going to make it 6. Okay, now in this height, I'm just going to make it 566 pixels. So the map section is also done. So if you scroll up, you can see the whole contact page is absolutely done. This is the hero section, this is the contact section, and this is the map section. Now let's go over here and click on publish. Now let's make this contact section absolutely responsive for every mode. So let's go to this tablet mode. As you can see in the tablet mode, it is looking absolutely perfect. We don't have to change a single thing. Now let's go to this tablet mode. As you can see in this tablet mode, we have to fix a little bit. So first of all, let's make the size of this heading a little bit of smaller. So let's select this heading, go inside this style tab and go inside this typography. In here, I'm going to make the size 48 pixels. Okay. And the line height 60 pixels. Now let's close this. Now let's make this image just a little bit of smaller. So let's select this image. Go to the style tab and from this width, I'm going to make the width of this 120 pixels. Okay, now let's go to this advanced tab. Scroll down in here in this horizontal orientation, in this offset, I'm going to make it 10 pixels. And in this vertical orientation, in the offset, I'm going to make it 140. As you can see, it has placed this whole picture in the right position. Now I'm going to make the same changes to this picture. So I'm just going to select this picture. Copy this, select the second picture, right click on it and select paste style. Okay, as you can see, it has placed it right over here. So in this advanced tab, we're going to go over here and in this horizontal orientation, we're going to make it right. So this section looks perfectly fine. Let's scroll down. In here, first of all, I'm going to change the padding of this container. So let's select this container, go inside this advanced tab. And I'm going to make the padding 40 to every side. Now scroll down. In here you can see this picture has to be placed on the right position. Let's select this image container. In this container, first of all, I'm going to make the container with 100%. Now let's select this image. Go inside this advanced tab. And I want a little bit of gap over here. So unlink the margin and just on the top, put 40 pixels. Now scroll down. I want to make this map a little bit of smaller. Let's select this map and in this height, I'm going to make it 400. Okay, perfect. As you can see, the whole tablet mode looks absolutely perfect. Now let's click on publish. Now let's go to this mobile mode. As you can see, this heading looks a little bit of big on the mobile mode. So let's select this heading, go inside the style tab and in here, go inside this typography. I want to make the size of this 40 pixels and the line height 52 pixels. Now as you can see, these pictures are actually blocking the heading. So I want to hide these pictures. So let's select this picture. In this advanced option, if you scroll down, you'll find this responsive option. Go over here. In this responsive option, you can see the options hide on desktop, hide on laptop, hide on tablet portrait and hide on mobile portrait. So I want to hide it on the mobile portrait. Just click on this hide. As you can see, it has hidden this whole picture. Now let's select this image, scroll down, go inside this responsive and hide it on the mobile portrait. Okay, perfect. Now scroll down. As you can see, the padding is too much. So let's select this whole container. And in here, I'm going to make the padding of this 16 pixels. Now scroll down. This image also looks perfect. I just want to make this map a little bit of smaller. So let's select this map. And in this height, I'm going to make it 250 pixels. As you can see in the mobile mode, it is looking absolutely amazing. Now click on publish. Now let's go back to our desktop mode. Now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. So go over this Elementor logo and click on this exit WordPress. From here, go inside this WordPress logo. As you can see, the whole pages is complete. The home page, the contact page, the portfolio page, pricing plan, single portfolio, also the about page. Now I want to add a button which will be available in all of our pages. That will be a WhatsApp button. So for that, first of all, what we have to do is go over this templates option and select this floating templates. Inside this floating templates, you can see there is no floating templates available. To add it, click on add new floating element. Now in here, we're not going to change the floating buttons. We're going to name the template WhatsApp. Okay, now click on create floating template. As you can see, it is showing different templates over here. All of these are pro versions, but the WhatsApp is free. So let's click on this insert. Now click on get started. Just click on connect. This is the floating template. This is the button I was talking about. I want to add this button to every page. So in here, you can do many stuff. In this accessible name, you can change the name of this element. From here, you can change the number. So we're not going to mess with these right now. Let's go over this top bar. Inside this top bar, you can actually change the picture of this, which is this picture. Also, if you change the name of this, you can change the name here. And in this title, if you change this, it will get changed in here. So first of all, let's change the name to Janatul Firdaus. Now in this title, let's make it Web Developer. In this profile image, you can choose any image from here. So if you just go over here, you can give out any image from your media. So let's just choose this image and click on select. Okay, perfect. Now in here, go over this message bubble. From this message bubble, you can change the message from here. So it is saying, hey, how can I help you today? So you can change it and it will get changed in real time. So I'm not going to mess with this right now. You can also change the time format. It is showing 220 and this is the typing animation. If I just make it stop, there won't be any typing animation, but if I make it show, there's a typing animations going on. Isn't it amazing? Now let's go inside this chat button. Inside this chat button, you can put out your number. I'm going to put out the WhatsApp number. So whenever someone will be messaging in our website, it will go directly to this number. Now click on publish. Perfect. Now go over this Elementor logo and click on exit to WordPress. Now go back to this WordPress. As you can see, it has added this WordPress floating button. I want to add this button to my every page of my website. So if you just click on set as entire site, it has added to every page. Now if you go to this pages option, click on this view on this home page. You can see on the home page it has added this floating button. Isn't it amazing? Now let's go back to our dashboard. So congratulations, we have made every page like the home page, then the portfolio, then the single portfolio, then the pricing plan, then the contact page and the about page. And we have also added the button. Now I want to add the header and the footer inside every page. So let's go over this appearance and select this menu. And in here in this menus option, you can create a menu for every page of yours. From this menu name, I'm gonna just name it menu. Now click on here. Okay. Now go over this view all. And in here, we can add this menu to every page of ours. So I'm gonna select every one of them. Now click on add to menu. After that, it has added this to our menu. So I'm going to rearrange this. So after the home page, I want to put out the portfolio. Then I want to put the single portfolio. Then I want to put the pricing plan. Then the contact. After all of these are selected, select the display location footer as well. Okay, now click on save menu. As you can see, it has saved the menu for all of these pages. Now let's go add the header and the footer. So for that, let's go to this Elements kit, go inside this header and footer. In here, if you scroll down, you'll see there is no header and footer, so we have to upload it. So go over here and click on add new template. Now in here, you have to give a title. As I'll be giving the header first, so I'll be writing header. Then in here in the type option, you can choose any type. I'm just going to select header. Now in this activate mode, let's on it. Okay, now click on edit content. So in here, I'm gonna import my header template. So I have already created the header template for you guys. So go over this folder icon, go inside this templates. From here, in this upload button, go inside this and click on select file. From here, go inside this file and go inside templates. In here, I'm gonna choose this header template. Click on it and select apply. Now click on continue. As you can see, it has added this header template over here. Just click on insert and select apply. As you can see, it has added the whole header section over here. Isn't it amazing? Now from here, if you just click on this menu and in the select menu, go over here and select the menu we have created. As you can see, it is showing the menu we have created earlier. So now click on publish. So the header is absolutely done. Now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. Let's go to this Elements Kit, header and footer. From here, the header is activated. Now let's go over this add new template. And this time I'm going to add the footer. In this type, I'm going to select footer and click on activate. Now select edit content. So from here, first of all, let's go to this folder icon, go inside this templates and go inside this uploads. Click on select file. Go inside this file of ours and select this imports. From here, I'm going to select the footer. So click on open. As you can see, it has added the footer over here. So go over this and select insert. Now select apply. As you can see, it has added the whole footer over here. Isn't it amazing? Now click on publish. Now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. So to add the header and footer to every page, we have to make a small change. You might remember in every page, we have selected Elementor canvas because we didn't had any header footer back then. But as we are going to add the header footer, we're going to select Elementor full width in every page. So let's go to this home, edit with Elementor. Now from here, go inside this page settings and in this page layout, go inside this and select Elementor full width. As you can see, it has added this header over here. Now if we scroll down, you can see the footer as well. Isn't it amazing? And this is giving this nice effects. Now click on publish. So I'm going to do the same, like I'm going to go in every page and make it Elementor full width. So let's fast forward the video a little bit. So I have made every one of this page Elementor full width. Now let's go check out our whole website. From here, go over here and visit site. So our whole website is done. As you can see in this portfolio website, this is the home page of ours. Every design, every pictures is looking extremely beautiful. Now let's go to the about page. As you can notice, the about page also is looking really beautiful and really sweet. Now there are other pages as well. The pricing plan page. In this pricing plan, as you can see, it is displaying different kind of pricing plans. Also queries section. Then there's the contact section and there's the footer. Now there's the contact page. In this contact page, as you can see, there's a contact form. Also, there's an amazing map going on and it is looking quite beautiful. There's a portfolio section as well. In this portfolio sections, as you can see, every portfolio is looking quite beautiful. Also, this is the team section. Also, this is the contact section. So it is looking absolutely amazing. Now in here you will see there is a logo called Moments. You can actually put out your own logo over here. So you can actually make your own logo for absolutely free of cost. So to do that, go to a new tab and in here search for Logo Maker. Logo M-A-K-R, not M-A-K-E-R .com. As you can see, we are in the Logo Maker website and in here, you can actually make your own logo for free. So click on this Start My Design. Now from here, select this blank canvas. As you can see, it has brought us to the canvas. From here, you can select any of this. So as we are going to make it from scratch, so click on Start from Scratch. And click on Next, again Done. Okay, in here you can design any kind of logo you want. So if you want to make a text-based logo, just go over here, and as you can see, there is a text option. If you just click on it, it has added this text over here. You can type anything over here. So suppose I want to make the text web. As you can see, it has put it out this web text over here. Now on the right, you can see these options. In this color panel, you can actually grab this knob and make the text any color you want. So let's select this color. Okay, now from here in this opacity, you can change the opacity by just dragging the knob. As you can see, it is changing the opacity. Now if you want to add a shape over this logo, so go over this shape option. You can find there are different kinds of shade. I'm just gonna select this spiral shape. Okay, as you can see, it has added this spiral shape over here. You can also control the whole color of this shape by dragging this knob over here. So I'm just gonna select this. As you can see, there is also the opacity option. You can just drag this knob and make the opacity almost 5 to 7%. And it is looking actually quite cool, isn't it? Now let's download this whole logo. Just click on this save option. If you want to download it for free, just click on this download low resolution PNG file. From here, just click on this and select this download free low resolution file. As you can see, it has downloaded the whole logo for us, and it is looking quite cool. So that's how you can actually make the logo for your own, and you can put it out in your website. Now let's go back to our website. Alright, so we have completed our amazing website design. Now go ahead and make your own professional website. I wish you the best. I have just one request. Please comment below about your learning experience about this video. Also, please share this video on social media. It would mean the world to me. I'll see you in the next video. For now, bye-bye.